It's Friday night. Dum 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 dum.
Sometimes I don't know where you're going.
Dum. Oh, do you think that I have where I'm going figured out before I start? Absolutely not. No way. Absolutely not. What? It's Tuesday. Love to hear from my friends that it's Tuesday. As a fun reminder, this is not relevant in any way whatsoever. No one's ever been gaslit. And no one's ever died. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Friday. And welcome to Zelda. Oh my god. I'm feeling just a little foolhardy, and I apologize that I was tardy. It seems that I have to sing about tardigrades. Are those the water bear? Yes, it is. I guess I'm saved. Thankfully, Google loaded quickly. I saw that word and I was like, I know that word.
Yeah.
It's in my brain. It's somewhere in my brain. And it is. 6,000 from Bell Bunny says, sing about tardigrades since you were tardy. They're the water bear. I know them by water bear.
Yeah.
They're really neat.
They are very, very cool.
They're like...
I saw a comparison of how big they are compared to like a human hair today, and I was like, I thought they were smaller.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
They're maybe a little horrifying to look at. Like, there'll probably be people that
I think they're cute.
That would look at it and be like, I don't like that. But also... they're real small, so like it's not like you're gonna run into one in the wild. Well, you will, but they won't be a big. So you're safe. It's fine. Looking forward to Spicy Haley. Bella Bunny, thank you. Also, thank you everybody. We're currently in a level 5 high P train. The highest, the wettest. Let's read some alerts and also do some cooking. Because it's Friday night. Let's start by doing some cooking for Radio Dread. Jam. A toenail. Oh. Wheat. Fresh milk. Butter. Some of these things are fine. The toenail is an odd inclusion.
Yeah.
Stubbed your toe into the dresser biscuits.
I stubbed my toe.
Thank you, Mitch Hedberg. We had a bed. I guess we still have it. It's downstairs.
Nope.
Oh, we got rid of it finally. That's right. Oh, that's right. For the longest time in our marriage, we had
a bed.
We had a bed frame that like was notorious. Like we just always hit our feet on it. It was awful. It was the worst thing. But at no point did it inspire us to make biscuits. Radio Dread, thank you. We have
cute.
A tier 3 sub at 54 months from Wombat, cause why not, who says, caught stream right at start. Today was exciting. I just had my first tattoo appointment. Just planning, no needle time yet. Getting a half sleeve of Stargazer lilies.
Very cool. One of my favorite flowers.
That is very, very cool. I hope your tattoo experience continues to go well. That's very, very cool.
Did we have a malm bed? We had something similar. The body of it was that, but the headboard was different.
But the body is the stub part.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yes.
Yes.
He says, because I have the malm and live in terror every day. Yeah. Yeah, it's the malm, right? God, the subbies! There's so many subbies! Yeah, that was the one that caused... near as a hair, the breaking of toes on a daily basis. It was... malm bed, more like main bed.
Our headboard was like the bench, remember?
It was like a park bench. Yeah. We had 51 months also at tier 3 from Mike Bliss, who says 51 months of subbing. Hi, Stephen Amount Kepler. Happy Friday night and happy. It's the weekend George vibes. And then several emotes. Mike, thank you. It is the weekend.
Thank you for greeting Kepi. Look at him.
Kepler always appreciates getting greeted. He doesn't look like it right now, but I assure you
he looks a little mad.
He just looks like that. He's got a resting mad face. Let's do a little cooking for Game 3 Lover 789. Acorn. Okay. Balloon. Oh. This could be fun.
It's real good. Real good. Hi.
Come out, play! I can't. I'm playing Nut. But there's Portable Nut. What? It's so fun to explain the PSP commercials to people because when you explain them, they're like, that's not real. That can't be real. And then they watch them and they're like, oh, they're real. Yeah. PSP. It's like a nut you can play with outside. Game Lover, thank you. We got 10 months from Barbarian Rex, 34 months from Cock9, 28 from Valix Butterfly, 15 from Nat Common. Speaking of Nat Common, let's do some cooking for Nat Common. Monster Extract. An energetic rhino beetle. More bugs. Wings.
A bass.
A fish. Frankenstein's Billy Bass.
Everyone had those.
They were a phenomenon
for like 2 months.
In a way, how do you explain those to people that have no idea what that is?
It's a fake fish that sings a song, and its head pops out and like talks to you.
Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling, Clementine.
It was the one song.
Yeah. What song was it?
Someone started typing it.
Was it Sitting on the Dock of the Bay?
No, scroll up.
Don't Worry, Be Happy. That's
Take
what it was.
Me to the River.
I think I heard a version that was Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Yeah, that was that too.
Yeah, they probably had multiple versions. My dad and his coworkers lost it for years. Take Me to the River. They're fun. They're fun. Nat Common, thank you. Let's have an Eddie.
A disrespectful end to a foggy night. Tiny Eddie's tapioca and salty reindeer jelly.
Tapioca.
Yeah, tapioca. That's a bit from Hero Chaos Chow, who says, hey Eddie, it's day 2 of my COVID quarantine. What snack should I have to help me feel better?
I'm sorry.
Take these good vibes, but also tapioca and salty reindeer jelly. I love it when I'm being told
reindeer do like salt.
One of the add-ins is salt. It's like going to a milkshake place, and they're like, you can choose 2 flavors, and I'm like, well, I want raspberry and salt. Love it. Good vibes. I hope you get feeling better as quickly as possible. We got 34 months from Tiger, 16 from Llamas Attack, 39 from Rearrest. And let's do a little cooking for Colin, shall we? Legs, oyster, clams, porgy. A salad.
Seafood salad?
It's some sort of seafood salad. A very fancy seafood buffet. I grew up going to seafood buffets. They are, if you go to a True Blue seafood buffet, there's a lot of things.
There are a lot of things.
There are a lot of things. The trick is to not eat like the carbs. Because they're like, oh, here's a roll at your table. Why would we try our potatoes? And you're like, no, I will eat 55 crab legs. Who got the better end of this deal? It's me!
How bad do you want to go to a buffet right now? I'd go to an Indian buffet. It's kind of
Or a seafood buffet. Colin, thank you. Let's do cooking now for Valix Butterfly. A cookie.
A cookie buffet.
A donut. I would go to a cookie buffet. That's so dangerous. Pie. Donut. What kind of sandwich is this? Extra Life Desserts Platter. Plug the event here. Extra Life is coming to your... Extra Life is coming straight to your faces October 28th. It's a Saturday. You should ask off of work. Probably now, because we're only like 2 months away. I actually plugged it into a Google today, and it was like 70 days or something like that. It's only like 70 days away. Did you know you can donate right now? There's a link. Mod's got it. You can go there, and you can put it... Sorry, Chaz. It's only 70 days away. You can make a donation, and when you do, please include the name of a North American title for either the GameCube, the Wii, or the Wii U. We got them all. We'll play whatever has the money. Put the money to the children, goes to the children's hospital, we play the video games. This is like, I don't know how many years we've done this, like 12, 13, it's a lot. It's like a lot of years. There's going to be a lot of people there, a lot of the people that you know. It's going to be great. I plugged the event. Aren't you glad that I wrote that one? Thank you, Thomas. That was really great. If I'm given instructions, I'm just like, I'll just do them. Alex, thank you. Let's do some cooking for Empire Builder 19. Spaghetti. Cheese. Is it bad that when I see spaghetti, my first thought is Golden Corral
Is this
now?
Wisconsin spaghetti?
Oh, this is the cholesterol special. Oh, you forgot to say when. 2 cheesy spaghetti.
2 cheesy is impossible.
If you're at the Italian restaurant and they're doing it, just lock eyes with the person doing it and say nothing. See what happens. Empire Builder, thank you. Let's do some cooking for Slick Duke. More cheese. Oh God. Oh, that's 3 cheese. That's 4 cheese. That's 4 cheese. That's
4 cheese in a box.
This is how I make my grilled cheese sandwiches. You finally said when, and now you have extra cheese to take home.
Very clever. Very clever.
The old 1-2 punch. Thomas, life hack. At some point when they're doing the cheese, just hold up your purse and just have them start filling the purse with cheese. Take that home. Slick Duke, thank you. We got 33 months from Safrina 13, 18 from Wonder J 13, 34 from PK Owl, 9 months from Clyde Sterling, 50 months from Everchanger, 38 from Unclever Title. Let's do a little cooking for Gold Light. I just open my mouth and say, hit me. It's a fish and some wood.
Fish on a stick. Close.
Literally, fish sticks. It's almost too clever. Almost too clever. I love it. Also, I haven't had a fish stick in a long time.
Yeah.
Like a long time.
You can change
like
that.
20 years?
You could change that.
I could. Do you get... Yeah. We got that one. Gold lighting, thank you. Let's do some cooking for Elena. I think I'd like fish sticks. I just haven't eaten them in a long time. Oh, 2, just cabbage and vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. Is there more to it than that?
No.
Not really?
No.
Vagabond, is that how you make that?
I think you have to age it, right?
Yeah, there's like a little bit maybe,
It's
but
also kind of like red coleslaw, which is basically just vinegar and cabbage also, but it's not fermented. Hi.
Sauerkraut's something that like I don't really eat a lot of, but if it comes on something, I'll be like, sure. That's fine. Elena, thank you. We also had 12 months from Moyashi. Congrats on the one. Let's do some cooking for Link Mountaineer. A fairy, a star fragment, diamond, a balloon. There's a lot of seemingly random elements in this concoction. Lucky Charms! It's very clever.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I had no idea where we were going. I did not have a clue. Link Mountaineer, thank you. We had 500 bits of Midi-Night, says Stephen Amount, a Florida question for a certain bananas enjoyment. There are 2 minor league baseball teams in Jupiter, Florida. The Jupiter Hammerheads, run by the Miami Marlins, and who else? The Pensacola Pissers.
Yes, Jupiter, known for being Pensacola.
Oh, wait. That's not true. My brain was just went past that point completely. Just didn't even think about Jupiter. The Palm Beach Cardinals. Oh. Oh, yeah, because you have the sandwich. Thomas, I don't know jack about your baseball team.
But
and
you have a
I don't
sandwich.
really care about your baseball team. But I do know that at the stadium, they offer a very special sandwich. And I hope to attend a baseball game with you at some point to eat that sandwich. You can call it rude or you can call it honesty. It's honesty. I don't care about the baseball team. I do care about their sandwich. I would love to attend a baseball game with you. I'd watch the baseball game and eat the sandwich. Is it Crabzilla?
It is.
I thought you loved me. I love you enough to go to a baseball game with you to eat a sandwich. Clock's ticking. We had 5 gift subs from Anise to Scatman, Scabadop, Dylan, Clacy, Nintendo Fan 1038, Photoskip 64, and Zachi Lied. Anise, thank you. 7 months from Ice Queen 4444, 20 months from Retopia Guardian, 7 from Happy Pathogens, 7 also from PF Dog. Let's do a little cooking for Olivine Branch. A moon cake.
What?
Okay, yeah, alright.
Gosh, I can't wait for Josh to get there.
This is gonna be great.
It's gonna be so good.
This is gonna be great. Oh, I was reading something very recently about some like leftover. Tomato had done an article. It was actually from a year or two ago about like some stuff in the Earthbound dump that was before the game came out. It was like a pre-release dump.
Yes.
And there was stuff in the files about it being like a massage. Like it was originally going to be a massage. And there's still stuff in the script about like, oh, I had a really great masseuse on the beach. You should see them. And then they ended up changing it like nearly at the like before release to Magic Cake. And I was like, that's neat. That's neat. Anyway. Earthbound. Olivine Branch, thank you. We got 1,000 bits from Chugga Conroy, who says, you might recall a sub-bomb in Breath of the Wild because you beat the Xenoblade 2 quest. There's a Pokemon-related trigger for it I've set for this series. You may do it. You may not. Good luck. What? There's a Pokemon in Tears of the Kingdom? Is that what you mean? I mean, I guess you're not going to explain. There's just something vaguely Pokemon related in Tears of the Kingdom. Alright. Come on, I think Tulin looks like Taylor. Does that count? We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Thank you, Emil. I'll be on the lookout for Pokemon. Okay, it's something Pokemon related you can do in this game. Alright.
Pick up a fresh box of Tiny Eddie's iced pasta and cupcake tarts.
That was a bit from Just Gaming 1998. Eddie, I'm just hungry for basic snack. What am I eating? Ah, a basic snack. Something that's known the world over, renowned, loved, like iced pasta and cupcake tarts.
Is it a cupcake in a tart shell?
It's a
And
tart.
then
Well, you gotta start at the
basically frosted
end.
pasta?
You gotta start at the end and work backwards. So it's a tart. We know it's a tart.
Okay.
The filling of the tart is cupcake.
And frosted pasta.
And yeah, frosted pasta. Which, the fact that you got that, like frosting and cupcake and tarts, like that sounds sweet and good. The fact that there's gonna be like spaghetti in it, it's like, oh, okay. All right.
It's just the pasta. Maybe it's like sweet. Because pasta's just flour and eggs. Just throw some sugar in there. You have sweet pasta.
I guess maybe that's not as bad as I think.
And I'm thinking iced like icing, not frozen.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I'll ice your Eddie. You're gonna kill Eddie? Oh God.
Like an iced donut. Like a glazed donut.
Let's do a little cooking for Busy Kick. Water. Cucumber. Mint. Refreshing cucumber mint water from that big clear dispenser in the lobby. Everyone immediately is like, yeah.
I like when they put fruit in it. I don't like mint.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them where it's just like, it's an entire big thing of water, and then it's like one lemon slice. Or an entire lemon, just a one lemon just thrown in, just like floating around in there, and you're like,
I'm amused when they use blueberries because like the blueberry will clog the tube.
You just want to see chaos. I understand. Busy Cake, thank you. Wait, 41 months from Victoria Swift, 50 months at Tier 2, Gold Toast from Camulus. 300 bits from Omega the Kid says, wait, a hype train? This isn't Spirit Tracks. Oh well, let's do some Kingdom tiering. Excited to see where we go tonight. Same. I have a vague idea, because I know we're heading back towards Lookout Landing.
Yeah.
But what will we find along the way? And what special motorcycles will we make? I don't know. We'll discover that shortly.
We don't know.
We don't know. 12 months from Richard Ashby. Congrats. Congrats on the one. We got 300 bits from Night Owl, who says, good vibes to the end of summer camp season. I am, as always, playing catch-up, so happy 5,000 days, happy 12 years. Pikmin 4 looks great, and the abridged playlist is sitting at 909 vids right now, and we will probably break 1,000 this year. Wow. That's a lot. It is a lot. Oh, hey, I have another announcement that's also fun. I edited yesterday's vlog today. It's been a while.
Chaz gave you a big gold star.
I got
during
a
our
big
meeting.
gold star. It's been a while, but all the vlogs are caught up. They're not all out, but they're scheduled. And that feels good. Did I sleep? I did sleep. I've been trying to make sure that as I work on things, that I do it while being kind to myself. And it's taken a little bit, but I got there. And then I started working on, like, other things. It was great.
Yeah.
It's like, man, this is wonderful. So, yeah.
Big stretchy.
All caught up. By next week, vlogs will probably be coming out, like, the day prior. Yeah. Feels good. I wasn't that far behind, also. Like, I was, like...
A week, yeah.
I've been, like, hovering around a week for a while. And the reptile convention was, like, a hard edit. But after I got through that, I took care of them all. So, we're good. Also, the Reptile Con is a very good vlog, and you should catch it if you get a chance. We get 300 bits from Colin. Says, happy Monday, Stephen and Mel. Well, if it's Monday, I guess I shouldn't be have the stream up.
Shoot, I missed a doctor's appointment.
Oh no. 4 months from iCase 350. Appreciate it. 300 from Screaming Salad Radishes. It says, my birthday is the week after next, and I may or may not have plans for Stephen. Plans. Well, there's only so much I can do to prepare when people make vaguely threatening things on stream. I'm like, well, I guess, I'll be as ready as I can be. Happy early birthday, though. We got 42 months from Ken One Noob, 100 bits from Miss Rainbow Sprinkles, 300 from Unclever Title with the Dino Dance Star Rain, JDU 1997 gifted a sub to Haney05, 300 from Omega the Kid says, I would just like to remind everyone that while no Pikmin or Lynx have ever died, we did unfortunately lose one Pokemon this week. A moment of silence for our fallen friend. Anyways, another congratulations on Stephen and Mal's Deathless Zelda run. Thank you. We're doing a great job. I don't know why occasionally Hero's Path keeps putting those red X's on the map.
Yeah, it just happens.
That's weird. I don't know what's
I think we dropped an item there.
That's probably what it is. It's probably where the items got dropped. We're doing a good job. 9 months from I Will Scream Into the Abyss. 500 bits from whatever the heck this is. Says, today was my turn to move after only a year. Gonna watch on my laptop while I unpack my bedroom. Better be a good stream to keep me going. We'll do our best. Moving sucks. As a reminder, this is a vague reminder. Dan finished Fan Favorites like 3 months ago. And I told myself, I was like, I'll release it once I get the vlogs all caught up. So today, having done that, I put it in my timeline to see if there was anything I wanted to trim myself. And I started watching it, and my brain was like, why are we in this? Why are we in this house? Because it was 2 houses ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, that was last year. Last year, we were 2 houses ago. That was last year. That was last year. That was last year. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah, oh no.
Oh no. What a ride. We don't even move until like June. Woo. Anyway. I only got a few minutes into it before I was like, I want to watch this with Mal. So, I'll watch it with you later.
Yeah.
Terrier gifted a sub to Gugwig. Just going to presume I pronounced that correctly. 39 months from Swishy Head, 7 from Laura Sunflora, 18 from Flip Bento, 20 from Sentai Brad, 23 from Sammy Weiss, 4 from Miss Rainbow Sprinkles, 29 from Jim Prower, 44 from Jolteron, 20 from Jet5. We got 300 bits from River TW. It says, I could have sworn Extra Life just happened. Oh, how time flies. Yep. In fact, it was 10 months ago. It really does feel like it just keeps doing this, but it was actually a while ago. We had 24 months from Miss Mayhem 310. Congrats on the 2. And 300 bits from Miami Florence. It says, hello, grandparents. I am requesting good vibes. I had some surprise laser eye surgery yesterday. I am fine, but it was not a pleasant experience.
Good vibes. Glad you're doing all right.
Surprise surgery is not my
No.
favorite
No.
type of surgery, and I presume it's probably not yours either, so good vibes. Hope everything heals up well. We have 3 arts in the queue. Let's take a little peek.
Spiderlink.
Spiderlink. Spiderlink. Sanity. He's on the brink.
Can he climb anything?
Yes, he can. That's the song. The 14 power high reach stabby stick.
Stab, stab, stab.
Well, it's you gotta do a little stabbing. Big number equals brain happy. It does. I like it when number go up, in fairness.
Pizza. It's pizza.
I love me wearing the hat. I did make a long stick. I think that was the best thing I've made so far.
Yeah. What about your motorcycle?
Probably still the stick. Such a long stick. Now I'm really curious like how far the stick can go. I don't know. All right, folks. Let's play a video game, shall we? Pausing alerts, pausing music, and moving this screen over to this side and putting this thing here and then doing it again because that's just the Windows 11 way.
Are you cleaning your foot?
Chad is sent to the void, and
I get to play.
And yes, you actually get to play the entirety of the first episode, which is exciting, honestly.
It's exciting for Kepi.
It's exciting for everyone. I am excited to see what you do, where you go. We left off last time, and I did an entire episode, so Mal is doing an entire episode. Oh, man.
Bedtime. It's bedtime.
It's bedtime.
It's bedtime. The
It's
game
bedtime.
even told me so.
It's time to sleep.
So we had marked some shrines.
Yeah, I'll let you get
That's
your
not a shrine.
bearings.
This is a shrine. These were the markings.
Stars are shrines.
Yes. So
Stars
we
are
marked
shrines.
those.
Yes. And you can easily get back up in the air. Where you had left off, or where I had left off, if you look at your adventure log,
Yeah, I'm getting there.
I had
There was
this thing. Yes. I had just talked to Penn. The cook Gother is worried about some regular guests who are overdue to arrive at the stable. He apparently had an appointment with them where they were going to share a recipe they had learned from Princesses. So that's that's where we are. You can do whatever you want, but you should probably consider doing that.
Yeah, I'm going to.
So, anyway. Welcome back to Zelda. Mao is playing the entirety of today's episode because I played the entirety of last episode. And you're going to go check out Pen. Who is Ember?
Him.
You're Ember. Link. Has that empty frame caught your eye? The Stable Association has decided we stable owners should display pictures on our walls for the enjoyment of our guests. They've advised us to start by hanging up frames. Yep, you'll find frames like this one here on stable walls all across the land. My mind is made up. I know just what to hang on that wall. A picture of a mystical, blessed, great goddess statue. Oh, and if you're not already aware, the great in the name refers to how big these statues are. They're quietly enshrined throughout Hyrule, but not many people know their exact locations. The closest great goddess statue to us allegedly stands in a temple southwest of Hyrule Field. But all my search attempts have come up empty. Maybe it's somewhere that's difficult to get to by horse. But I don't need to see the real thing. If I had a drawing of the great goddess statue, I could copy it down and put it up.
So they want a picture.
Yes.
What if I just take a picture of this dog?
That's famously not...
Look at him! Ah!
Famously not a goddess shrine.
So I made this the active quest, so I need to go talk to him again.
So the gourmets didn't send word that they weren't coming. There's no time to sleep when a mystery like this is aloft. My keen reporter instincts won't let me leave this alone. Gother's been over there waiting for the guest to arrive. He's barely moved this whole time.
Yeah, that's what you told us before.
Which means it's more likely that something or someone is keeping them from getting here. And they have a recipe that Princess Zelda taught them. Related? Maybe. Maybe not. As I always say, starting now, leave no chirps unchecked, no warbles unweighed. I'm saying we should look into this.
Okay. So you want me to look into this. They were supposed to cross the bridge, and they didn't.
And that tells you should do what?
Go cross the bridge.
Yeah. You could get the horse.
That was my plan.
Since we have horse. We leave horse frequently. The problem with Tears of the Kingdom is that there is up.
So we have...
And the difficult thing is that a lot of times it's best to just go up. Like if you want to get somewhere, you just go up and then fly. And if you do that, you're going to leave the horse...
Wherever you
were. So the horse is going to be very helpful while we're still, like, you know, trying to get things situated, like getting all the warp points. But once we have warp points that are relatively all throughout the map, I don't know that we'll need horse. Oh, you took the big horse.
Big Kepi. Let's go, Big Kepi.
That is a very big horse. Oh, there's a Goron. You can tell because Goron, but to your right.
I saw him, but then I saw this.
Okay.
You want me to go see what he's up
I don't
to?
care what you do. I'm just pointing out the Goron in case you didn't see the Goron.
I saw him.
Okay.
No, Big Kepi. Move forward so I can talk to him.
Butt.
My friend, I got sorry, there's a butt. Could you move the...
Oh, you can't move the
No.
camera?
Only butt. My friend and I got separated.
Partially by this butt.
My friend sent up smoke signal. I can't wait to catch up. I'm so tired. I cannot move.
You literally can't do anything about this because you don't have the...
I know. I could switch back to other horse.
Oh my god. Love to see horse for 5 seconds.
I might as well take him with me.
Alright. Really glad we got a chance to see that big horse for 6 seconds. And here comes the other horse.
Big Kepi. I'm not Big Kepi.
No.
Kepi 2. I got a Korok I need to attach. I have.
Have you been to this village you've been to?
You just told me this. Let's go.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
It's a shame they don't let you Ultra Hand while you're on the horse to do a drive-by Ultra Hand. Things you make are stored in auto-build history. If I want to auto-build this sleigh ride again.
Okay, bridge.
That is the bridge. Oh my god. Ah, yes. The most comfortable thing to ride on.
So, I need to go that way for the Korok, but this path leads this way.
It's true. You did deliberately choose to do something that was in a different direction. Also, the trees are like... Even the Korok's like, oh god! I don't want to be dragged behind.
No.
Oh my god.
Do you think that's shallow enough?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Horse said no. I thought I could walk through that.
These are going great.
I know. They're going so great.
You've come this far.
I know I have, and I'm mad about it.
You've come this far, so you might as well make a decision about how to achieve...
A mushroom?
That's our rock weapon that you're using. Rock, 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 rock. You're making friends everywhere you go.
Well, it's nighttime.
So, if I could make a suggestion.
Yes. What is your suggestion?
My suggestion would be to just attach like a rocket to the critter and just shoot him across. You might be able to just move it across the water, to be honest. It may not be that far. Will he drown? Woo! Better hurry. He drifting down river. Woo! Wow. Wow.
That made you very happy.
I was just hoping that he would float away and we would never see him again. That was... You did it.
Thanks for bringing my friend. I'm sure it was
He's
easy.
a little wet. Waterlogged. His pack is ruined.
It's nice to know that they float. It's really nice to know that they float. So if you're going to put one in the river, be sure you attach it first to a stone. Is this the people you were looking for?
I thought I was done for. If I'd snacked on a silent shroom, I could have avoided this mess.
That's a rock.
I see that.
You're doing great. This is
we have this.
I'm having
and we
a
have this.
wonderful time. Yeah, at some point we'll have to make more food.
Thank you for your timely rescue. Here, a token of my gratitude. You're welcome.
Crab legs. So anyway,
Anyway, I left my horse.
You did. Your horse is conveniently still over there.
Let's make sure I have stamina
No,
to
no,
cross
no, no,
this
no, no,
river.
no, no, no. Just jump on in. Just jump on in. It'll be fine. The level of chaos that has transpired in the last 10 minutes is just astounding. Okay. Well, you're here. Now it's time.
We sure are here.
Now it's time to go back over there and to find whatever it is you're looking for. The caravan.
Yeah.
I think that.
I think I took that tree down.
Yeah, you took that tree out. All right, welcome to the forest, where nothing bad has ever happened. I'm sure
There's
that
some
you'll.
people.
Yeah.
You think this is them? This has to be them.
Seems reasonable. Just crash the horse. Oh, help, please. Princess Zelda, her recipe has written, don't improvise.
Who suggested monster meat? Ugh.
Oh, I think animal meat, right? Maybe.
First rule of cooking, always follow the recipe.
Princess Zelda's meat and rice bowl. Combine plain raw meat, Hylian rice, and rock salt. This flavorful, comforting dish is sure to fill you with energy. Be sure to follow the recipe to the letter.
Let's see. Hylian rice.
Rock salt
Yeah, we have rock salt.
is going to be a down. You could,
There it is.
yeah, rock salt and then raw meat.
Do I have raw meat? I do.
So they used a monster?
Yeah.
That's a bad. Meat and rice bowl.
Okay.
Does he need... Yeah, sure, I guess hand over the right meal. That smell. You! Yeah, you! Can I have that meat and rice bowl? Please, please, I need to eat it. I recognize this flavor. Haha! This is the recipe Princess Zelda shared with us. Jude, Tally, and I! Hurry up and take a bite of this.
We're healed. He's standing on the thing for the horse.
Oh my god. Oh, thank you for helping us. We were not doing well at all.
Yeah, you tried to eat monster parts.
Princess Zelda taught us how to cook this dish quite some time ago. We ran into her once during our travels. She was full of kindness for us, despite our group being a little ragged on the road.
Yeah, you cooked and ate monster parts.
But I do remember now that she said we needed to follow the recipe exactly.
And you didn't.
That's...
Whose bright idea was it to substitute monster parts in place of real meat?
I don't remember who was who at this point. That was me. I'm sorry. I was just curious what it would taste like. I thought maybe a recipe would work well with monster parts.
You know, we don't eat them otherwise, but... The road to gourmet greatness is littered with stuff you wouldn't think is tasty. Gotta expand your palate.
It's true. Now's not the time to sit and figure out best practices for future dietary exploits. We've got to get to Riverside Stable. We're so late. I'm sure Gotter has been worrying about us. We really are grateful for your help. Let me say again, on behalf of everyone, thank you. You don't even know us, but you used valuable ingredients to save us from ourselves.
You have a stylish hat.
Here, please take this.
Right.
It's more rice! And this. It's your replenishing. And finally, raw gourmet
You had
meat.
gourmet meat.
We like cooking with the very best raw meat when we have it. You can use all of that to cook yourself a meat and rice bowl sometime. Anyway, we'd better get ready and head to Riverside Stable, since we plan to be there, well, before now. I have to get going. Hopefully we'll run into each other in the future. Alright. Well, if it isn't my partner. Flap. Any luck finding those missing travelers yet? I just started to scout for them from the sky when I saw you down here.
They're gone. Everything is gone. It's like they were never here.
You chased down any leads at all?
They were just here.
What? They were right here? Too queasy to even move? And you helped them get back on their feet again? Interesting. So the chirps and warbles really were onto something. I'm impressed that Princess Zelda's vast knowledge includes things I wouldn't expect, like recipes for dishes. Oh, that's right. This was your first job, wasn't it? Partner, you did quite well to get such results your first time out. Why, I'm feeling a little proud myself. Here's the start to the old nest egg.
Wow.
$50! As you take on more stories, your base pay will obviously increase. And there are bonuses, of course. Keep up the good work. A recipe from Princess Zelda perfect for getting folks into fighting shape. Ah, the article almost writes itself. Almost. So long!
That's cute.
Flap. Neat. You did it!
I did it.
Now
I
you can
saved
do
them.
whatever
I wanna go
you want to
here.
do. Okay, well, there's probably ways to get there. You could do an air. You could do a... Yeah, it's probably faster. Well, sayonara,
Kepi too.
Kepi 2. We'll probably not see you again for several episodes. Maybe as you're flying down, you could just keep whistling like...
Somehow I don't think so.
Yeah. Is there a thing... Was there a thing in Breath of the Wild where, like, the horse would just come to you? Does that exist? I don't know.
Oh, don't walk in there.
If you want. Was it this way?
Yep.
How do you know? How do you know
Because it was west.
Oh, okay.
It's
Oh, you're like
below
right
me.
above it. Oh yeah, it's right there. Nearby down below. Love that. Nearby Down Below is my favorite Beatles album.
Just getting a little lay of the land here.
Kamazuan Shrine. Touch.
Let's go into the potato.
It's potato time! For the... What time? Is that how many shrines we've done? 29?
Yes.
So this will be the 30th potato.
Oh, all my armor's gone.
This shrine imprisons and purifies the ancient evil. Outside equipment is forbidden beyond this point.
I got it.
Proving grounds beginner. I feel like you've done ones that were harder than beginner.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to be good. Just get in there and wreck them. What are they going to do? Call the cops on you? Bonk. Who could have bonked? They know you're here.
I don't care.
Keep crouching. Maybe they'll forget. I think you're going to take care of this pretty quick. God. Just on the ground, like just beating him to death with a stick. Yep. Done and done. Easy video game.
Yeah, that was it for this whole area.
You can have your stuff back. Sorry about the misunderstanding.
But I wanted those Zonai charges.
I like how you fought them right at the beginning spot, but there's
But
actually...
like, there's all the stuff I could have
You
used.
could have dropped this on him, or you could have hit him with a boulder, or the big metal rock.
Coulda.
So many options. There's still time to impale yourself with that big metal rock if you want. It's a spring shield. A shield used by... So that's an interesting concept.
Should I drop our spiky shield?
We haven't even had a chance to use the spiky shield.
Okay, I'll drop this boring one.
I mean, as long as you're playing the game, no shields will get used, right? Because you don't use shields. Like that's like a personal choice that you made.
Yeah, it's like when you're
That's between you and
It's
God.
like when you're on a go-kart, there is no brake, it's just gas.
I've been on some go-karts where if you choose not to use the brake, you will die. Hey, 6 lights of blessing. May the light... Oh, okay, you're in a rush. That's fine. We understand. No problem. No problem at all. Okay, so are you going to take care of more of the shrines in this area?
Yeah, my thought was to kind of get some of these shrines here, and then maybe go exchange them.
Don't forget to take the
Yeah,
star
I need
off.
to. This one is up on the plateau. So I should probably like fly to that.
Oh, it's the plateau!
Yeah.
It's the plateau! From the first video
It
game.
is the plateau from the first game.
Oh!
What was
Because we
That
had
was one of those
we had
magicians.
seen... I remember vaguely about like seeing it from the air and being like, the crap is that? And now I'm like,
plateau.
oh, it's the plateau. Because the first video game is in the second video game. It's like Pokemon Red and Gold.
Yes.
Basically the same.
So it's over there.
You can get there.
Yeah.
You can land on like a thing. Just get gusted. There's all sorts of crap.
Yeah, I was gonna go land on some of that. Maybe there's a shrine up there.
Yeah, I mean, some of the shrines are not like, they're like hidden.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could do any number of that stuff. You just have to pick your poison. Honestly, the far thing on the right, the little tiny one, you could probably get to that.
You think so?
Maybe.
I was gonna land on this one. That's like right below me.
Okay, that's a safer bet.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll definitely want to turn in our stuff for more stamina.
Yeah.
So we can keep... Like, at the beginning of the game, I was like, stamina, useless. And now I'm like, oh, stamina, great. We need stamina to fly from thing to thing. Alright, well, you at least safely made it to this tree. Splash. It's raining.
It's my splash.
Oh, it's fairies. You can grab the fairy. You gotta be sneaky. You scared the fairies away. Also, I feel like
Did I
we've
scare
been
all
here.
of them away?
I don't know if we've been to this specific one or if I've just been... I've been here. I've definitely been here. This seems familiar. I think. This is a launching point for a thing.
Yeah. So it's to my left. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's here.
Yeah. Are you just gonna get up onto the plateau?
That's what I think I should do. Because
Go-
it's right
go
there.
for it. Where is it?
It's right here. This is the plateau.
But where's the shrine?
To the right.
Okay, I mean, are you aiming for the shrine?
It's right there.
Ah.
Well, I was seeing if there was another one up there on the plateau.
Almost certainly.
Yeah, there has
Plateau
to
takes up a fair bit of space on the map.
be. Yeah.
But I do not see another one.
Yeah, I'm not seeing one just at a glance. There's the church.
Okay, well then go to the one that you know
Okay.
where it is. Yeah, there's definitely going to be like more stuff. It's just a matter of figuring out where it is. It's been so long since we were on the plateau. that I don't recall everything about it, but it'll probably come back to me. We did do, very briefly, we had done a stream where we played...
Do you see what I see? In the right corner. On the hillside, above the...
Another shrine?
No,
There's
to the
another
right of that
shrine.
and up.
Oh. Oh, a fairy! Oh, that's a good...
Yeah.
The Great Plateau. Oh, we are very far away from
I know,
the
but I was
shrine.
running low on stamina. I was worried.
I mean, okay. We have very different definitions of what low looks
It's not
like.
that
but,
far
but,
away.
But sure, yeah.
It's right there. Oh, God.
Yeah. Bet you feel silly now. Bet you wish you wouldn't have done that. Bet you wish you would have went a little bit further. Them hands are gonna start getting a little handsy with Link. You might make it to the shrine. You might survive. Yeah, you did it. Ryogak Shrine. Good luck.
Let me in, let me in, let me in.
Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in. So nearby is another shrine, a stable, and a fairy.
Mm-hmm.
Triple threat.
Yeah.
It's nice to know that there is so much stuff nearby because we still have not found a fairy that we can use.
Yeah, they all like want something.
Force transfer. Well, the one fairy that we found was
Wanted the
like
musicians.
yeah, and I'm like, oh, that's like a whole thing. We're not
Okay.
there yet.
So we gotta transfer the force.
Force transfer.
Perfect.
Isn't working at all. Perfect. That's not attached.
I know.
It will work if it's in the group. Yeah. Yeah, that will work. There you go. You did it.
So
You've got a lever, or what will become a lever. There's also a basement.
I have sticks.
Ooh, there's a thing up there too. Oh, get a little closer. I actually feel
You
like
think I can just
feel
get
like
it?
yeah, I feel like you can. A little bit closer. I'm surprised it won't let you get it. Where there's a will, there's a way. Oh God! That'll work. The mighty
Ooh, a
construct
good
bow. We certainly have worse. Still wants that stick though.
Well, it gave me all these sticks.
Sure.
And I can just uppies.
You can just uppies. There's also a basement, so what's up with the basement?
Where's the basement? Oh, down there.
Yeah, what's up with this? This allows you to get onto a thing.
To tilt that. But why do that when I could probably just... Can I uppies?
I mean, you can uppies, but like once you get to the top platform,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna have to do something to get
Okay.
further.
Oops, that's not what I want. I want this. So let's do this then.
Let me get it on the way back. I mean, Oh, I think you broke the machine.
No, my machine.
And now you're in here. I like how you can still do it through the gate. There's probably multiple ways to solve this puzzle. Oh my god. That is just a beautiful disaster.
How do I fix?
Just come up with a different solution. There's like a million solutions to get through every shrine. So just come up with like a new plan. So you can like, you can do this.
Uh-huh.
And then you gotta figure out how to go up. Oh yeah, you can rewind stuff.
Has it been too long?
It's been too long. So do something else. Make like a, put the sticks on a thing.
Like that one can recall there.
Can you uppies to that and then just grab it?
Yes.
A million ways to win the video game. Okay. Oh my god. I will at least give it to you that you have more patience than I do.
Yeah.
Because the minute that I would have seen all this crap, I would have been like, ah, nah, and I would have just put a rocket on a shield and left. Like, the minute they're like, but what if you attach this clock gear to this clock gear, and then you have a thing that, like, lifts... I'm like, no, thanks, I'm not interested in that. No, just, like, blasted off and left.
I didn't catch it again. You want me to just blast
I don't
off
care
at
how
this
you
point?
solve this puzzle. I'm just letting you know that the Stephen George solution is get as many rockets from the gotcha machine as possible. Because that's the easiest way to solve the problems. You should probably get as far up as you can. Like, you should probably, like, uppies to where
You
you're...
think I should uppies?
Yes, because then you don't have to go as far. There also may be just like a completely other way to get up there. You can always throw a pinecone in a fire. Like, there's just ways to...
There are just ways.
There's just ways to, like, do it that... You know, the shrine is built around doing it by one way. You can just be like, nah, go to hell, and then just do it however you want. And that's okay. It's completely alright.
How do I drop...
What are you trying to do?
Attach a rocket.
If you want to attach a rocket, you need to press up on the D-pad, and then
Go
sort
find
by
it.
zone,
Okay.
or, okay.
It's at the end.
Or you could sort by zone.
They're not in here.
They're not in there?
Nope.
Oh, okay, well. Really?
Yeah, really. Cannon.
You say it with so much confidence, like, of course they're not in here! Why is it grayed out? Why is that grayed out?
Can I not use it?
Can you not use these in shrines? Maybe that's why it didn't show up. It usually should show up here. Maybe we can't use Zonai devices in shrines? Oh, crap. Okay, alright. Well then, you can still make a fire. That's the fastest way of doing it. But if you want to try and solve it for realsies the legit way, I won't stop you. That's a weird thing that they would... I guess...
It's really hard to do this on the other side. Did I finally get it? Oh, thank God.
So now that thing is spinning.
So it's going to push that up. Okay.
So you're gonna combine these?
Oh, it's the bow. So I'm gonna get up here first.
You can also just grab that platform. Did you see that?
What platform?
The platform is grabbable. The platform above you. Those platforms, both of them are grabbable.
Oh.
L1. You could just move them.
Then what?
Then recall.
Oh, yeah.
Just move the platform up, uppies onto it, recall it, and then leave. Figured it out.
Is that high enough?
I can't tell.
I can't tell either. I don't think it's high enough. Well, that might be high enough.
We're learning a lot. I can't wait to find out what happens.
Cancel.
I've already come up with like 3 ways of beating this, so I'm just waiting for you. Is your plan to just like push it up? Just push it up from here. Just push it up from here. You can do it. You can just push it up. Maybe angle it forward a little bit. And then just lift it. Lift it up. Can you lift it up?
No. It's as high as it goes.
Okay, then attach one side, or like, you may have to attach just one, I don't know, to the platform so it'll push it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then move that up. You don't need that. Push it up. Does it not go up? Why doesn't it go up? Why doesn't it go up? Oh my god. Oh my god. Why does that not move it up?
Stay there. I'm coming for you.
I see what you're doing. But it doesn't move it.
No. But I can do this.
Attach it. Can you attach it? Will it attach? Now can you move the whole thing? There you go.
I still don't think that's high enough.
You don't think it's high enough? Grab the top. Don't grab the bottom. Grab the top.
Like, what? This?
Yeah, as high as you can go.
That's even less.
Okay. What are the developers trying to teach us?
Well, that one pole was longer.
Like, what they want to do is they want the thing on the side to push the thing up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they
want us to do.
That's what they want to do.
This
will work. This is stupid, but this will work. Jesus Christ.
That high enough?
Yes. No. I don't know. Push it more. Grab it at the very tip. Grab it at the tip. Touch the tip. Yeah, there you go. That'll give you the most distance.
Nope.
Here goes something. We're gonna recall this. Oh, nope, we're...
I hit B accidentally.
Going up! Oh my god!
Anyway, what other ideas did you have?
Honest to God, 2 minutes into this, I would have been like, pine cone in a fire, I'm out. I do not have time for this bullcrap. Not at all. Just like, they're like, well, take one of these pillars. And I'm like, no, I don't care. Don't care. I got like things to do. I'm just gonna make my own fire. Thanks. Woo-wee. Woo-wee.
Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine what the intended solution was. They definitely wanted you to do something with the wheel because there was a spoke that was longer. Mm-hmm. I'm guessing they wanted you to put one of the things on it to hit the thing and knock it up, kind of like what you were doing, but I'm honestly not entirely sure. I'm actually not sure. Anyway, that's done. Let's take a break, and
I'm gonna go get a drink.
I think tonight's the night I start drinking alcohol. I think it's
sparkling water.
I think it's definitely time for me to start drinking.
What do you want?
Like a whiskey and vodka together. A whiskey vodka. Yeah, do we have any Fanta?
I don't know. I can go find out.
Will you actually? There is a root beer. Will you bring me a root beer?
Yeah.
That sounds pleasant. There's not very many more of those, so. Hey. Hi. Let me play a music. Let me play a little tune, a little ditty. That shrine was wild. That was wild. Like, I don't know. I have strong opinions about that one. Anyway, let's read some of the things that you wrote during the break. Three from Amby Walsh says, Steven said sleigh ride, and I immediately started whistling the orchestral Christmas song by that name. Thank you for your contribution to my daily earworm catalog. Sorry. Also, I think we talked about this on Breakfast Stream, but I just wanted to point out that at least at the Costco, they have Christmas decorations out right next to, like literally next to, the Halloween decorations. And that just creates a wild fever dream holiday that I think that we should really be celebrating. Why aren't we celebrating Haunted Christmas? Why? Well, hello, little man. Thank you. We got 300 bits from Bella Bunny who says, Irish accent face-off with Tom Fox when?
Does Kip need anything?
You can just go ahead and give him dry. He'd love it.
It's a Friday, we're streaming, he knows it.
Irish accent's one that I do not do very often, but is one I actually feel pretty competent with. There's many accents that are like real bad that I do. And that one I'm like, I feel like I can reasonably keep this one going. So that's good. Get 300 bits from Aldo says, fun fact, when they say to follow the recipe exactly, they mean that if you hold ingredients in the wrong order, you make the wrong dish. Guess how I know?
Wow.
That's horrifying. We would not have, like, picked up on that.
Yeah.
We would not have picked up on that at all. Wow. Well,
Chess
maybe we would have.
Chess, is that true?
Jess says, I didn't think that was true. Jarfly says, pretty sure that's not correct. I don't think that's a thing. That doesn't sound correct.
Well, didn't it say meat first and we were holding rice? Rice was the first thing I picked.
I don't know. It would be very odd if there was a special mission that broke how the game mechanics worked for just that mission. That would be a little weird. But maybe we'd figure it out. Apologize to Dan for the shenanigans on Mal's behalf? I think Mal should apologize. Dan, I'm sorry. that took so long. So here in exchange is a song. Mal did her best, but she did not want to fly. But honestly, you know that I'm that guy. I would have thrown a pine cone in a fire. I'm willing to like learn about the shrines and be like, okay, you're trying to teach me this. And if it's reasonable, I'll do it. And the minute that it's not, oh shoot, there's more. Continue. Pine cone in a fire. Yes, I do it quick. I just need a stick and a source of fire and a pine cone. Yes, it's true. You would be surprised exactly what they'll do. It'll let you go wherever you want. Apparently Zonai devices are not allowed in shrines. I don't know if it's always been the case or if we just never tried it or if they're not in that one, but they can't make you not have a fire.
They could.
No, they can't. No, they can't. So like that's going to be, I'm just to let everyone know, like if I get stuck, the amount of patience I have for the shrine is way shorter than Mouse. Way shorter than Mouse.
Yeah.
And I will fly away. That was 6,000 from Will Peters, who says, apologize to Dan for the shenanigans on Mouse's behalf, and then 6,000 from Reed, who just said, continue. Thank you both. Appreciate it. And Dan, I am sorry. But also, we've done worse. Remember when I had to do the shape?
Yeah, you had to do shape.
That was bad. My comeuppance will be soon.
It will.
Very soon. We got 28 months from Blue Hippie. 59 months from Reed the Nintendo Painter. 300 from Reed says, and now for your weekly Inspirebot quote, once a weirdo, always a weirdo. I like
this
that.
one.
A little weirdo?
He's cute.
I feel like I qualify for that too.
He's a good
I was
boy.
called a weirdo in like elementary school. Mm-hmm. And I think I would still wear that badge with some level of pride. I think I could do that. We got 2 months from Cello Daddy. Love that name. 300 from Aldo with the George Job star reign.
Thanks.
300 from Will Peters just says, Dan will be screaming at you for this because there was a... And then it cuts off. Now I'll never know what there was. Bella Bunny gifted a sub to touch the tip. I tried to come up with some rebuttal and I'm like, I can't find a way to do this in an appropriate manner, so I gave up. 28 months from K. Crinion. 334 from Bella Bunny. It says, our bingo winner at the last minute is Andy. Please tell us what they won. Wow, already? That's a quick winner. Okay. Let me think of a good word. Okay. Alright, I got one.
Okay, I got one too.
Are you ready? Mm-hmm. 3, 2, 1.
Scissors.
Umbrella. Two very different directions this could go. You could have a special pair of scissors that are just for cutting up an umbrella, but I think it's way more fun to imagine an umbrella that has blades on it. So like it keeps the rain off of you, but you can also like turn it like penguin style and spin it, and it's kind of like
Penguin
a chainsaw,
style.
Penguin style for the Batman penguin.
Oh,
Penguin.
that penguin.
Sorry, penguin from Batman style.
My
And
thought
then
was the animal penguin. What does that have to do with an umbrella?
Opa penguin style. Yeah. Just turn it. It's got blades on it, and you can use it like as a defensive weapon, or if you wanted to play like a real life version of Fruit Ninja. Seems like a really good way of doing it. It seems kind of fun. It seems extremely dangerous, but fun.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to, you could get it. You could like get it where what's it called? Like you dull the blades down, then it'd be safer. Congrats, Andy. Let's do some cooking for Valix Butterfly. A pretzel, a potato, a cookie, and and almonds. Your snack choices for passengers in the main cabin on today's flight.
Potato. I suppose
Potato?
chips.
Oh, okay, chips. Yeah, that's the one that was throwing me. I was like, what plane? Hey, welcome to Spirit Airlines. Here's just like a raw potato.
Raw potato. Raw potato.
Honest to God, that's the next thing. That's the next thing on Spirit and Frontier. It's just give you
$45.
raw potato. That'll be $45. I love it. Valix, thank you. Also, what's the one? Which flight? Which company is the one that gives you the little cookies? Is that Delta?
The Biscoff cookies.
Yes. Anyway, that's my contribution to that. Was I want to eat those.
I just flew something and they gave you something different. That was Southwest. It was like
Southwest.
a snack mix.
Let's do some cooking for Gamer Girl Life. A cocktail glass and almonds. Is this the first class? $40 at a rooftop bar. Oh. It's not incorrect at all. That is one of the benefits of like not drinking, is that it's cheaper.
You also get to be
cheaper.
designated driver all the time for all of us.
I don't know if that's a benefit, but
You like driving.
But I do like driving, and I care very much for my friends and their safety, so I become designated driver a lot, and that's fine. Gamer Girl Life, thank you. We got 300 bits from Radio Dread as a clown for that one single very long chaotic episode. I think so, yes.
Yeah.
That episode was chaos incarnate. It was 10 minutes until anything occurred. I loved it. Let's do some cooking for Reed. Butter lettuce? Literal butter lettuce. Butter lettuce is delicious.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good on a sandwich. I like butter lettuce a lot. When I saw butter and lettuce, I was like, I bet that's butter lettuce. The reason I think that is because I can read.
You can put 1 and 2 together.
Sometimes. Read. Thank you.
Kiki.
We got 13 months from Siraj182. And we've got 2 arts in the queue. So let's take a look at these, shall we? Let me put this on the other screen. There we go. Oh, the walk of shame. We haven't had arrow problems in this game,
Yet.
but we probably will. Like, it's an inevitability, I bet. Oops. All horse butt. It happens. Sometimes you just see a lot of horse butt. Like if you're a farmer.
Or a vet. Large
or
animal
a
vet.
large animal vet. We also had 8 months from Lady Sia 1. Thank you. And let's get back to the video game. I get to play the video game now.
You finally get to play the video game
I
now.
love it when I play the video game.
Hi, Keppos.
I
Did
love
you have
it.
a good one? You ate? You got treats?
And
for
now-
doing high fives?
And now that I've seen you do the video game
You get to play.
and the chaos that you brought, now I will fail.
Okay.
Almost certainly, I bet, because of that. All right, let's see here.
If you walk straight ahead and take a left, you can just skydive off the platform.
What?
Yeah, just walk straight away, straight down there, and then head left. There's another shrine.
There's a shrine above me, isn't there?
No, it's down.
Are you sure?
Well,
Oh,
there
this
is
guy.
that guy. It's not on the plateau.
It's not on the plateau.
That's the edge of the plateau, and it's it's north of you.
Oh, but where's the fairy thing?
That's further up.
Oh,
Like,
it's like
'cause
down
that's
here.
where no.
Oh, what?
Go back to the map.
Hold on. Wait, what am I?
What?
Sorry, what? Zonite bow. Yeah, this is like doing a charge.
That's the good bow, yes.
I could do a less good bow, and that
Okay,
would
then
be
use
fine.
the 24 or something.
That hurt a lot.
That did, yes.
That's bad. Maybe this guy is stronger than I suspect. Which could be
Don't
bad.
eat that.
That's the one for
Yeah.
when you're in the sewers. Yeah.
You dropped the bow.
Yeah, that's also bad that that happened. Where did the bow go? It's right here. Christ Jesus. It's really not the time for powerlifting.
You could lock onto him.
Oh yeah. I forget you can do that. Also, he's
Watch out.
what the piss is going on? Okay. Don't I have something good? Oh, he's electric and electric is bad.
Yeah. That shoots fire.
Let's do that.
Also, after you kill him and when you leave this place.
That's also bad. That hurt. There's a fairy. I need to leave. I need to leave here. I need
There's
to leave here right
something I
now.
wanted you to look at.
I need to leave. I don't know why you don't think I should leave, but I should leave. This is the stuff that is electric, right? Is that
The
what
shiny.
Yeah, which is bad. So I don't want to get shocked. So let's equip this, and everything else is fine.
Check
I
your-
need to leave immediately.
Check your bow.
This is fine.
And check your armor. Okay, you're good.
Yeah, this is fine. I need to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. I don't have time for this tomfoolery, and let's go. I need to get out of here. And there's the thing. Okay. Yeah, I bet you found a shrine. Yes. Yeah, I was starting to deal with that enemy, and I was like, no.
Tutsu him.
I don't like the idea of when I get hit, it hurts real bad.
No, I don't think Link liked that either.
Because, like, I'm like, sparring and I'll, like, figure it out. But if I get hit and I nearly die, I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I used up a fairy. We still have one fairy left. What is this?
A puzzle.
The stakes guide you.
There is
Alright.
literal steak.
Steak sounds delicious. So, there's this. What is this?
Is that new?
It's a Zonai steak.
Oh, it's the thing that stands upright, isn't it?
Is it? Then why isn't it standing
I
upright?
don't know.
It's new. It can go into the earth. And it keeps things standing up.
It's really sharp.
It's very sharp. Okay, so we have that new toy. We have a big hamster wheel. Okay. And then we've got ball. So... And then we have this.
Another
and
steak.
And then they're giving us another one of these. So... Great. So we have two of these things then. So we can make two little
So you can-
flipper things.
Yeah, to get yourself up there. Because that's like an elevator.
Yes.
So you can put one in and then use uppies to get up.
Yeah. And then I guess I'm possibly going to need to take these with me unless they give me more of them. I'm not sure.
I would put it on the side.
First off, I'm playing the video game, so I don't need your help. I'm going to figure this out myself. Yeah, putting it on the side makes the most sense. Like a little... Okay, that gets me to the thing very easily. And then, like, oh, has to be inserted. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, and I'll jump over and do that. Okay. And hopefully it's not too far. It looks like it's pretty close.
Yeah.
I did it. Let's take these with me in case I need them, which I might. It's hard to tell what I will need or not. Okay. So then there's this. I can go up real high. There is ball, so we need to ricochet the ball. And then the ball, once it's in the groove, will go over there. So this shouldn't be too difficult. This can also be grabbed. So one thing we could do without even grabbing the other stuff is just like... kind of like this. Like a pachinko machine. Need to like slow it down a little bit more. It'll be a little more solid once it's like not being held. Yeah. Oh, I could also grab the ball, I bet. Yeah, you know, it's better to think smarter, not harder. You know what I mean? Oh shoot. Oh god. Okay. That's fine. I just need to do like this. Can this be attached to this thing? Probably. Kind of went down into the earth a little bit there. I was thinking more like this. Why does... Okay, fine. I still have these things.
You do.
I will use these things. Put this over here to be safe. Jump over. And I will do it this way. And scoop that ball out. Can I go back a little bit? Will that bring the other thing back or just the ball?
No, just the ball.
Okay. So the good news is I have an extra one. I have an extra one, and all I gotta do is just not screw that up again, which I won't do. I'll be very careful where I insert this. You should always be careful. Let's see. Let me pull this back a little bit. Turn this. And then when I put it in here...
Good job.
Thanks. That worked! I don't know if that was the intended solution. I kind of suspect it wasn't, but...
I think it was close.
It was probably close enough. I'm trying to think of what other ways I would have went about doing that, but... Easy. No worries. Why are we worried? I'm not worried about it.
Not worried.
Solved. Solved that thing. Can I have my thing now? Was that 7? No, it's 8. Yes. Okay. I want stamina until I get into a fight. The minute I get into a fight,
It's a balancing act.
I'm like, oh, we're weak.
Yeah.
We're like super weak. Like if we have to fight
Really
something,
weak.
I'm like, oh, this hurts.
Yeah.
A lot. And that part is unfortunate. All right, so wait,
To the right.
is it up there?
To the right more.
Oh, okay, right there. Yeah, I want to see if this one will work. God, Tulin, you scared the piss out of me. Don't do that.
He's really good at that.
Don't, he also looks like a devil. which doesn't help. Something else up here. Hopefully friendly. Oh, it's a wagon. Wagons are friendly, notoriously. Ain't got time to waste. We have equipment now?
We have some.
Oh, the nerve of you coming here. Please, go away. You're just a monster who's after my blessing of clothing enhancement. The world outside my bud is filthy with gloom and full of monsters. Don't try to deny it. I know it's true. My older sister Tara told me. Even the music I love is gone, and until I hear the sound of a flute out in the world, I'll never go outside again. I moved near the stable to grant my blessings to travelers. If I heard the sound of a flute played by a musician in a troupe, I'd feel cheered up enough to come out and face the world. So everyone wants this stinking music. Okay. Well, sure.
Well, you've made it up here. How do you feel?
Hold on, that was going to be a lot cooler. That did hurt, but it's fine.
That was very cool. Ah, you startled me. This is Outskirts Stable and Wait, I forgot to say welcome. Sorry, I have something on my mind. When you came up, I panicked.
What's on your mind?
You see, this stage is where stable trotters perform. Or used to. They've been on break for a while. Seems like there was some sort of trouble. The band leader said they were going to Woodland Stable in Eldon to the northeast, but they haven't returned since. I keep wondering when they'll come back. It got me so worked up I can't focus on my work. But I have to keep sweeping, so when that day finally comes, the place looks nice and tidy.
We're gonna have to do that at some point soon. Hello and welcome! Make sure to visit the stable before you head out. That's just common sense. This is Outskirts Stable, home of the Great Fairy Kesa. If you have a question about horses, you can ask at the counter out front. Or you can use the counter inside if you want to stay at the inn. Great Fairy? The Great Fairy grants travelers a blessing that gives them strong protection. Well, that's what folks say, at least. Look over here at this rock. Did you come to see the Great Fairy Kesa? Unfortunately, she sealed herself away after the upheaval. She hasn't come out since. Before that, she used to make an appearance from time to time. She's a big fan of music, you know, especially flutes. Why, when the flutist Piper came by, she would poke her face out of her fountain. It's been a long time, though. She sure loved that music group that used to pass through. I wish they would come by and play for her again. My apologies, I was just thinking out loud. Please make yourself comfortable.
You're getting a pony point?
I'm glad to see you made it to Outskirts Stable. These horses are quite the charmers, huh? They used to be stabled southwest of here in Gerudo Canyon. That one's got teeth. But when the weather changed after the upheaval, it took that stable by surprise. The horses couldn't handle the extreme temperatures, so I took them in. Say, have you heard any rumors about skeletal horses? If you take the road north, there's a place called the Sanadin Park Ruins. Folks say they appear there night after night. Are they spirits of dead horses that can't move on, or cursed horses born in the upheaval? Or, I'm so sorry, I lose my head as soon as the conversation turns to horses.
Which it frequently does at a stable.
Well, I expect it's just a rumor, but if it were true, I'd sure like to meet one. Let's get a point.
Welcome, this is Outskirts Stable. Thank you for supporting the Stable Association. Since this is your first time here, we'll add 1 point to your pony points.
Yay.
We have a new reward. What do we get? What do we get? Oh, it looks like you've got some points saved up, Link. If you want to get your reward, step up to the side counter where I keep the ledger and then call me over.
I don't need any of your crap. I'm just here for the points. Yeah, okay, whatever. Everyone talking about them ring ruins. Hey, give me the reward.
Hey, you'd like to get your pony point reward, right? For 7 points, you've unlocked the Malanya bed. If you sleep in a Malanya bed, not only do you wake up more energized, the horse god may also share a mystical message. It's a very popular choice among our customers. If you save up 3 more points, you'll be able to register 1 additional horse. We appreciate your patronage.
I'm also going to unequip this because this is a weapon I don't want to use. Okay,
You do want to sleep in that bed.
50 rubies?
Rupees?
Yeah,
You said rubies.
rubies. What are you saying?
Rupee?
Yeah, rubies.
You're putting a B in it.
Rubies. Melania bed.
Yes. Do it. Do it. I need a dream
It's
from
your
a
turn.
horse god. May.
When would you like to be woken up? Horse god.
Horse god. Horse god. Horse god. Horse god.
I am Melania, the god of horses, who grants quicker hooves and thicker hides. In northeast Hyrule, near a stable in Akala, I am waiting.
Horses. Horses. Horses.
Okay.
Ooh. Good morning. How are you? Did you hear a message? Thanks for lodging with us. We present you 1 point.
Neat.
Cool. It's a map of cherry blossom trees. I made it by gathering information from customers at our stable. Cherry blossom trees are beautiful trees with pink flowers. The closest cherry blossom tree from the northeast is on Satori Mountain,
Northwest.
northwest. When you make an offering to the tree, a mysterious creature will appear. Or at least that's the legend. What should I put in that frame? A picture of a cherry blossom tree might be nice. So you want that, of course. Empty frame caught your eye.
I just love empty frames.
You glow so well, Link. We stable owners are going to be putting paintings on display. Figured it's a good idea to hang the frames first. Same thing as the last person. A picture of a cherry blossom tree would be good, since we have a map of them already hung up.
Is this like in our quest log?
Yeah, they got put in the quest log on the last
Okay.
one.
The thing that is of interest to me, personally, is Melania, well, not Melania, is it Melania? Was also the name of the horse?
Yeah.
God. Said the stable near Akala. Have we unveiled the Akala region yet, or no? Akala's above, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking if we knew where the stable was, we could put a horse marker next to it or something to remind us.
But it's somewhere up here.
But we don't know where.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I think it's this one. But we do have that Robbie quest up here.
Okay. All right, it's fine.
What's the Lucky Clover Gazette covering in this edition? Update on cooking class Princess recipe postponed. Cooking class planned at Riverside Stable will be hosted soon. Our sources say the recipe is flavorful heaven.
Okay. You can make pie.
Hooray, pie.
There's ways to make pie at home.
There you are. You got up and you took a walk. A Beetle pack from Beetle.
I like seeing Beetle, but like, we don't ever buy anything from Beetle.
I know, I feel like it's been...
It's the same stuff
Yeah.
over and over again. Oh, but Penn is here, because Penn is at
Yeah.
the stables.
That is strange.
Hello, partner. You here to investigate the rumors, too? I admire your spirit. Most folks would leave a story until a bit later in the day, but not you. You're the real deal.
Didn't I just wake up? Isn't it morning?
It's morning. Penn's an idiot. I've been hearing some interesting chirps and warbles.
Oh, you're also a reporter. I just had a bit of a strange experience is all. You see, I was by the debris near the three-way intersection up ahead when a woman came up to me. Please, please, you have to help her. Her life is in danger. It would only make it worse to reveal who she is. But please, you must save her. That's what she said to me.
It's weird.
That woman sounded really desperate, so I decided to follow her. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't keep up. Eventually, I lost track of her. That's all there is to it.
Hey, partner. Does something strike you as odd about this person whose identity can't be revealed? And if revealing who she is to strangers is dangerous, could she be someone of great importance? And if her life is already in danger, well, combining these facts makes me wonder if this isn't actually a particular important person who has gone missing.
The plot of this game.
I can't be sure, of course, but if there's a slight chance, there's only one way for us to know for sure, though. We'll have to peck away at this news and see what the truth is.
Now that I'm thinking about the whole thing again, why was that woman staring so hard at my hair? How strange.
She wanted your hair. The beckoning woman. Oh, there's some Gerudo here, too.
We finally managed to leave Gerudo Town and set off on a search for Vo. I wanted to put our Vo and U lessons to the test, but none of the Vo we've met have measured up.
Oh, that reminds me. Before we left, I heard someone talking about a Vo in the outside world. They called him a hero.
Hero, huh? I bet he's a strong Vo who's taller than us, even. Okay, I'm gonna take him out. You mean ask him out, right? Our class did cover the whole, how to be the one to make the first move. Anyway, I'm sure it's possible to pursue the hero, but how would we even recognize him? Oh, the legendary sword, I remember. The hero is carrying the legendary sword.
The hero. Okay, the legendary sword. Wait, what is the legendary sword, anyway? If it's good enough to be called legendary, then it probably glows or something?
It's a cheese hammer. Oh, maybe it's really tall. Taller than us, even if we were standing on each other's shoulders. Oh, that sounds like a real pain. It'd be easier to just launch a surprise attack. If we're really careful, we could easily sneak up on the target. Risa, you have to stop referring to Vo as targets. I'm right here. Hey. Hey.
I do wonder, because the game seems to have a lot of conditional dialogue in it, that if you had the Master Sword here, if they would be like, oh, hey. And then you would go on a date, and there would be an entire, like, dating sim built into Tears of the Kingdom, perhaps? I don't know if that's in here or not. You gonna do a cook?
I am gonna do a cook.
It's time to do a cook. We cook in all the mushrooms. We cook in the mushrooms and make a mushroom skewer because we need some health. Dooba 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 dap. Ba dap. Yeah, we have not had a lot of food, but also we haven't really put ourselves in any danger. Like, only recently, like, going into that fight with that Wizrobe.
Yeah.
Was that like, oh,
Full recovery.
Oh, shoot! Was that a big truffle?
That was a big hearty truffle.
The normal truffles probably, like, do something too.
That's also full recovery.
Yeah, those are good. Those are good.
Me when I go into Costco without a cart.
They also... Oh, can you cook the tomatoes?
Yeah.
Because we got 22 tomatoes. Someone in a quest gave us, like, 10 tomatoes. So... might as well cook them up. The dog is just watching you cook.
Simmered tomato.
Ooh, that one's better.
Big.
That one's really good. That's a lot of health.
Well, we don't have enough hearts for that to be like...
Ah, time to never eat them. Can you make it with, like, 4? Just 2.
Well, the last one was like 3.
Oh, was it?
So these are like blistered tomatoes.
I've eaten so many tomatoes.
Yeah.
Just like a ridiculous amount.
The dog is happy.
The dog is loving just the fact that you're cooking.
The dog is hungry.
Dog is a big fan. The dog only gets like 1 foot forward before he freezes in place. Love it.
Is that great? Look at all this food. We good? Dog.
That's a dog.
Alright, so, there's so many things that I can do from here.
Have you talked to everyone here? There's also a well in the back.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning. Things are a bit of a mess around here. If you need to use the stable, you can check in at the counter.
I did. I slept.
Oh, but if you have any questions about routes to the area, I'm the guide for you. If you're passing through here, then you must be heading to Gerudo Town, right?
Maybe.
Allow me to offer information about my regional recommendations, free of charge.
Recommendations?
Well then, have you heard about the Colosseum ruins? To get to the ruins, first face directly away from the front of the stable. Then take a look to the mountain that's somewhat off to the right. You'll find the ruins by crossing over.
That?
When you stand right in the middle of the strange circular ruins and close your eyes, something happens. You can hear the battle cry of those powerful soldiers testing their strength long, long ago. Hearing that, you can't help feeling a rush of adventure. I highly recommend going to those ruins. Be warned, a truly vicious monster has settled there. You'll probably end up testing your strength against it. Ah, finally back to doing the work I enjoy. But don't worry, my humble guiding services are still available. Anything else you need?
I don't need to know how to get to Gerudo.
I know that stables need a storage space for building materials, but it's taken ages to get it in order. I hope I can get back to looking after horses or taking care of customers soon.
You know, I want to do something quick, just on the map here.
Yeah. What's that?
Because I don't want to forget about Horse God.
You're just gonna put a horse?
I'm just gonna put a horse.
There is no horse. Why isn't there a horse?
What was like our special marker?
Heart.
Okay.
It's gonna be...
Who knows how long.
It's gonna be 100 episodes from now. We're gonna go find that and be like, what was this? And have no recollection. Oh,
How
hey.
did you get in here?
Same way you did.
Water quality, fair, moss growth, extensive, bright caps present. All right, that's everything all jotted down. Huh? What are you doing in a place like this? Although I'm in a place like this. Hey, you wouldn't happen to be a well enthusiast, would you? I thought so. My name's Farah. I have a deep love of wells, too.
It takes all kinds.
Wells are endlessly fascinating.
No, it's pretty... There's an end.
Their damp environment, their unique systems of life, how they stay cool when it's hot outside. Well enthusiasts just get it. The appeal of a good well, that is. My dream is to travel around to every single well throughout Hyrule. After scouring all the ancient texts that I could find on the subject, I've learned there are 58 wells.
Oh, wow.
But sadly, I haven't been able to identify their exact locations. But if you have any interest in wells, then maybe you could help me? Would you know of any well locations you know of? I'll reward you, of course. How does 10 rupees per location sound?
You got a deal.
Really, that's fantastic. All right then, tell me everything.
I know about these ones that I went in.
Thanks. So 8 of them this time. I'll give you 10 rupees per location. That's 80 rupees total. All yours. Thanks for sharing. I'm excited to go visit all of these wells. Let's see, how many left across Hyrule? Oh, there's still a total of 50 to find. You can find wells all over the place in towns and stables, of course. But even more wells, those with distant past, exist in the ruins. Just imagine they were a crucial part of life all that time ago. Isn't that simply fascinating? Oh, I'm gonna go to Lookout Landing next. There's a well I want to see. So if you learn more about well locations, meet me there. See you around.
Tears of the Kingdom is very interesting in that it has made every single aspect of the game a quest. Everything.
Yes.
Like, just the act of, like, going into wells is now a quest. Everything is a quest. And as a result, there are a jillion quests. There are so many quests.
Hi, Fishy. You're gonna be mine. Where'd you go? Oh no, I missed you.
You missed the fish!
Ooh,
Oh,
this is
fairies. That's good, because I used one. When I was fighting the Wizrobe.
I got the sticky frog.
Yeah, he was sticky, all right. He stuck right to your hand and then into your pocket.
This fairy gonna stick into my pocket too.
Can you get the other one? How many are we allowed to have? Probably 5, like the last game. So this will be number 5.
Get these sticky frogs.
Sticky frog.
Got him.
And we have one weapon that can do a thing. Yeah. So I feel way safer now having
Some fairies.
some fairies. I think I fell out of the ceiling. And we did pretty good. We need to find a you gonna get that fish?
Got him.
We need to find a statue, a prey statue, so we can like upgrade stuff.
Yeah. I made it out of the well.
I'm surprised you just didn't uppies. You used up some of your stamina doing your jumps.
Well, the stamina comes back.
Not the yellow one.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
It's fine.
A car.
Oh, Christ almighty. I think we should take a break. We don't need more vehicle issues. I don't need to be building any more segways. Because there's so many segways that I can build. Car 2. The sequel. The sequel to Car. The sequel to Car. Love Car. And have a music. You can have a music as a treat. There we go. Alright, let's see. I haven't finished my root beer. I want to finish my root beer. No. I gotta finish my root beer. But also we gotta do a cooking. Got a cooking for gold lighting. Armored Porgy. Mighty Porgy. Tabantha wheat. And fresh milk.
Porgy, porgy, pudding and pie?
What was the thing that you said?
It's a,
Is that a nursery rhyme
yeah,
that I
it's a
don't know?
nursery rhyme.
Why are there so many nursery rhymes I don't know? Did I not have the correct childhood?
Porgy, porgy, pudding and pie kissed the girls and made them cry.
That's a... Like most nursery rhymes, there some twisted element in there. That's true. I also didn't know about Goldilocks. It's fine. It's fine.
Georgie Porgy. That's it.
Did you confuse two things?
I thought it was Porgy Porgy. It's Georgie Porgy.
Oh, well, you thought it was Porgy Porgy because the word Porgy was on
Yeah.
the screen.
Yeah.
That's why. Gold lighting. Thank you. We also had 13 months from Momo Taro 75, 45 months from DC Racer. 300 from Diamond Luxray says, you are overconfident sometimes. Please apologize to your wife for rudely saying, I don't need your help in the shrine. You did the shrine, but you were kind of rude to your wife. In fairness, my wife knows I love her. Mm-hmm. But I also do not want her shouting how to do the thing sometimes when I walk into the shrine. I want to figure it out myself. I want to know how to do it. I apologize.
You're forgiven.
37 months for Legend of Daniel. We got 500 bits from Legend of Daniel. Says, I am so close to being done with the game as I currently am. I'm hoping to finish a few more things before I get to the final boss. It feels like a lot of people get in that state
Yes.
for a long time. Like, a long time. Where they have basically everything done that they need to do to, like, get to the final boss. And then they're like, but what if I just, like, do things for a while? And in fairness, there's a lot of stuff to do. It's a lot of things. We got subscription.
People, me. I'm in that very state.
That's where most people, I think, exist.
Yeah.
In this game. In fairness, we got a subscription from Teriyaki Sun.
Welcome.
Welcome. 300 from Cheesehammer says, I am the legendary weapon that seals the darkness. I will defeat Ganon, leaving his body shredded. He will lack toes, and all that shall remain of his empire will be debris. It'll be great. Pork. That was extremely well.
That was very clever.
Extremely well written. Extremely well written. Thank you, Cheesehammer. We also had 6 months from Pastry Bear Plays. Thanks. Let's take a look at art. Wow. Wow. This is extremely good. This is extremely good. Remember that time Mal drove into a pile of glue hands? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
It's really good art. I love to see the art. A whiskey vodka, aka root beer.
With a twist of orange.
With a twist of orange. With a twist of orange.
We didn't get donuts after last week. Remember
No.
we talked about donuts?
Yeah. I'm sorry. We will get an opportunity to get a donut.
Yeah.
Like at some point in the future.
Bingo prize.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I like the penguin. I understand, like, in retrospect, when I excitedly said penguin and you were confused.
Yeah. I was very confused.
It does look like Wallace and Gromit. But do you love it? Penguin style. Love penguin style. Okay. You know what we do now?
We play another one?
We play more video game.
Yeah, we do. It's kind of what we do.
It's kind of what we do. All right. Back to the void with you.
Oh, almost hit the mic.
Try not to do that.
I did try not to do that. I noticed it and moved.
At the last second. A dodge.
You can't just force it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. What's
I
that
did not
like?
know. I didn't know that about you. I can just kind of like force it.
Not this one. What the heck? What do I do? Just put more in? This is dangerous. You should
Kepler
not
is
do
looking
this.
at us as if it might be scoop time again.
Don't make eye contact. Oh, this is well, whatever. In for a penny, in for a pound. This is a disaster. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, did you hear that? Oh god. Oh my god.
Try to escape.
All right. In fairness, I wanted it to come out, and it did. Like, that was not the best way to handle that situation, but it
Sure
worked.
wasn't.
It worked.
Sure wasn't.
Oh, there's some burning. All right, where were we? We were playing a video game. That's what we were doing. Okay. All right, as a reminder, what
Get
were
rid of the
we...
star.
Oh.
Also, it was neat that you could like go into the Coliseum and hear voices, but then there's like an enemy there.
We famously don't do enemies. We
Lately, we have not
Breath of
done
the
it.
Wild, sure. Tears of the Kingdom, no enemies. Not interested. Sorry. We got things to do. I can breathe. So for, where was the
The new one, horse. No, not that. It's down.
where was the guy? What was the Penn's quest that we just did?
None of those.
Where is it? Where is it? Where's the one?
No,
It's not higher than this, is it?
there it is.
Oh, it
Beckoning
is.
Woman.
A woman approached a blonde-haired man near a three-way intersection by outskirts Gable and implored him to help her friend. The man couldn't follow the woman's lead. Could this friend supposedly be in danger, possibly of noble birth, be... Since we're here.
You want it.
Only because it's so easy to put together. Like, I only have to do this and it's done. If I had to do any additional work, it wouldn't be worth it. But because I only have to do this, I'm like, alright, I'll build a car. I'll put it in the center so I'm safe. Alright.
Hey.
Oh my god! Okay, listen. I'm a new driver. I'm a new driver! I'm figuring it out!
I think you need to put a new driver sign on the back of that vehicle.
I'm so mad about this. Are you... Excuse me.
Lift it,
Excuse me.
ultra hand it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Can he? Is that it? Is that it? Can you not get hit by my car?
No, you need a new driver sign on the back of it.
Oh my god. Like a little tail fin. Can I put this on the front and hurt people? I don't know. It's like my antenna. Alright, let's roll. New driver! Just got my license for the first time. Bird, 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 bird. It's fine. It stops on the dime. It's got a good
Sure
brake
did.
system. Come on, let's chat. Why aren't we chatting? There we go.
Oh no, my poor friend. Please, you must save her.
Are you okay?
Blonde hair? I don't know who you are, but I ask that you please help me. My poor regal friend's life is in danger. I cannot reveal who she is, for that would only make things worse. She's in hiding and unable to move. My friend is in such danger. Please, I cannot help her all by myself.
Let's go.
Oh, thank you so much.
Sorry, there's a dragon.
My friend is in hiding right now. That is the only way for her to remain undetected by those with ill intent. We should go to where my friend is, but be careful to not be seen. We do not want to draw evil to her.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would not want to draw evil to her. We should definitely not be seen.
I will wait for you down this road. Meet me as soon as you can.
I'll put on my stealth breeches. Listen. I don't want to draw evil to anybody. I'm going to do this as quietly as I can.
Leave the fox alone.
The fox gotta move. Everyone gotta move. Don't want to draw any evil. No evil. Yeah. Just stay. Just good. I'm just cruising through. Can't catch me. I'm in a car. Can't catch me in a car. And don't get too close to my rear. Alright, I drew no evil towards me. Hi.
My apologies for leaving you behind. I was overtaken by my concern for my friend. She is resting safely out of sight. It is the only way to stay safe. Pan up a little bit. I'm sorry that the path is so poor.
They're about to pick her off like a fish.
Could you possibly go to the top of that cliff? We can meet right where you see the fallen debris.
I'm just gonna take my car.
I don't think your car can,
I'm just gonna take my... Stupid bird!
That's definitely not a bird.
Stupid idiot bird! Sorry, what was that about not being able to take the car? Because you definitely had said something about not taking the car, but like I think the car is working just fine.
Yeah, what was that?
Sorry. Oh God, the car! Listen, this sucker's got four-wheel drive in that it drives and it has four wheels.
Well, all the wheels are powered, so yes, it does have four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
You seem to be wedged.
I'm fine. I'm actually...
Yeah?
Listen, sometimes in life, that thing is still squawking. Up! Sometimes in life, you uppies. Alright, where is this thing?
Up.
Up. More up?
Mup. More up.
Mup.
Just skip up the cliff.
Nothing can stop me. I'm a Skyrim horse. I want to use my yellow. I'm going to keep my yellow. Is this thing still near me? Oh, God. Thanks, Tulin. Sorry, he works for me. I don't do anything on my own. I let Tulin do it for me. Okay. Stand a sec. Is this the fastest way of doing this?
It is now.
I mean, so sometimes the fastest way of doing something is just getting started. Like, if you spend a lot of time deliberating, like, that takes a lot of time. So instead, maybe just pick a thing. give it like a quick second of deliberation and be like, whatever, and then just pick something and start, because that's going to be way faster.
Yeah.
So we're just climbing now. Listening to Link make terrible sounds like
He's doing all this work and we're just sitting here.
I mean, I'm doing work too. I have to push the control stick forward. It's not. Oh my god, is it raining? Oh no. 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 Oh.
You can rock it up.
What's this?
Korok.
It's not. Rain isn't on the calendar.
The calendar, yes.
No! No!
Yeah, you want to gust it, don't you?
What?
It's
Do
a
I?
dandelion puff.
Oh my god. I was gonna hit it with a weapon. Oh, I think I have to, like...
Chop it. Arrow it.
Yeah. What does it want me to do? I feel like we had one of these before.
Hit it with a...
Maybe it's an item? Like, once we do it, we can get it.
Yeah. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
I got it. Shut up. Give me your seed. And then leave this place. Why did it start to rain? Do you think that was like a planned, like, event?
The game was mad at you.
Well, this side's easier to climb, actually.
Yeah, there's more ledges.
Yeah. Okay.
What kind of creature do you think is in the Colosseum that they talked about?
Wait, what's in the Colosseum?
Ooh.
What in God's name? Hold on, let me get... Pokedex. A Thunder Gleeok. That is not good.
No.
Like, you ever look at something from afar and you're like, nah.
Nah.
That's horrifying. Oh my god. What am I doing?
You're going to the yellow
I'm going
marker.
up to the yellow marker. But also, that creature exists in this video game.
Yeah, and it's a thunder one,
a thunder,
so you know
which,
there's a variety of
yeah,
them.
Yeah. That's really upsetting. I'm very upset. I hate that a lot.
It must be him then. Oh, I'm so rude. You have my apologies. Come now, my friend is waiting ahead. She's waiting nearby, around the debris on the opposite cliff. I will go on ahead and let her know you are coming. It's a bit far off. I know you'll be able to make it.
You know we're gonna get ambushed. This is an ambush. Like, it would be...
Where's she going?
It'd be a lot safer if I just probably killed this woman. Because there's about to be something bad
You can
go
do
down.
it.
There's no way that this is not an ambush. There's no way. You think we're gonna get over here and they're gonna be like, ah, here, have some Pop Rocks and candy? No. Absolutely not.
There's a shrine nearby. I'm sorry for all of that. It was important for me to test you.
Don't like that.
Blonde hair, courage to overcome a challenge, and another challenge, and then another. Oh, and your distinguished, unwavering commitment to do good.
Disgusting.
Disgusting, unwavering commitment to do good.
It really changes that a lot.
You are Princess Zelda's chosen bodyguard, the swordsman Link, correct? I'm so glad to finally meet you. Now I can take you to the last stop in our little journey. Your grave.
Yeah. Should have killed you when I had the chance.
Well, now you can.
Are there more than one?
Yeah. There's like 3.
Oh, Tulin, you want to, like, help?
Tulin is helping.
But help more. Help faster. Give me good shield. What does spring shield do? Spring! You dropped something, and then it, like, flew off. Not sure what that was about.
I'll let you off this time. But don't expect such mercy next time. Prepare yourself. Do you think Birdman's gonna show up?
Hey! Hey, partner. This is where your investigation took you. Looks like you really got yourself out on a limb there. I've been scouting from the skies trying to get to the bottom of this story. Heard that woman was luring people away. Thought I heard her voice, so I swooped on down, and hey, here you are. So tell me, what have you unearthed?
Stuff.
I see. Who could have guessed that this whole story would be an elaborate trap set by the Yiga clan? If you didn't know, they're a group of assassins trying to bring down the kingdom of Hyrule. I heard they were good at disguising themselves, but playing the part of a villager, I never would have guessed. And all to flush out the swordsman who protects the princess. They thought you, a young up-and-coming reporter who just happens to have blonde hair. They believed you were actually that swordsman. That's just bad luck for you. You've definitely got some skills, though. If you can escape from the Yiga clan, I'm proud of you, partner. I'm glad I don't have to write the headline like, Junior Reporter Falls to the Cruel Blade of the Yiga in Pursuit of Truth. We've worked together to chase 2 of the stories relating to Princess Zelda. Go on and add this to your nest egg, partner. Thanks, Pen.
It's my retirement fund.
There's also this. It's from Tracy.
Tracy.
Neat. Paraglider. So I know Village's dye shop in Necluda has started up a new service. It has something to do with fabrics. I know. I'm basically giving you an extra job by handing over this fabric, but still. The point is that by accepting and making use of it, you can show that you're officially part of the Lucky Clover Gazette. It would be nice if Tracy handled things a bit more simply, though. Anyway, that's all done. It's always great working with you, partner. Anyway, it's time I took off and turned these unusual details into an article. You take care, partner. So long! So we're back on the Great Plateau?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. And now we're here.
So they did want us to go get the photo from up here. Also, what was this?
Pins get placed, and then you were just like, well...
So I kind of want to go do that, because we haven't done any of the photos yet.
To do...
For the stables wanted photos. But it's also a long ways off. I don't remember what that is. I wish I remembered what that is.
Weren't we just trying to get back to Lookout Landing?
Yeah. We could just go.
Well, I mean, like, we had been taking the paths to see what we would see on the way.
Yeah.
Which you can do from the air. We don't have the horse anymore.
No, we don't have the horse anymore. Should I just go? Okay.
I guess. If there's no other shrines.
We don't have any marked. I mean, we have stuff marked. We don't know what it all is. There's like a green marker somewhere.
It's fine. We're doing fine and good. We're doing fine and good.
We have 8 things to turn in.
Yeah, we should do that. The question is, are we going to finish up a stamina ring? Or are we going to go for health? I have opinions.
Hi, Carson.
Ah, Link, great job out there. Are you using the mini stable? You made building that roof look like a breeze. I was struggling with it, but you just pulled it off in no time. It's real inspiring. I should get to work improving my carpentry too.
Well, you're a son, so yeah, you should. Ready to go down the hole?
We love holes. I'm very pro hole. Always have been. What was happening?
Go ahead.
I broke the wall and angered the demon, and I'll be paying for it with my life. Robbie Grante, goodbye forever. No, actually, it's not, demon. Well, it doesn't matter. You what? You went inside the hole? Did you find the demon? Is this goodbye for me? Wait, a demon statue was in there, you say? I know a bit about those. Want to know what I know? A dealer in life and power, touched by the wrath of the goddess, fallen to ruin. Then that must mean the horned statue is an entity who deals in life and power. Which would make the
Dais?
dais the place where it was enshrined back when it was still a god. So the voice I heard was the forlorn horned statue. As there is the goddess of light, then it follows that she would have an opposite, the horned god. Like light and dark, one cannot exist without the other. Their power manifests through the other's existence. Knocking a hole in the wall, that was fate, no doubt about it. I can't go in there, but I'll keep this area spick and span. And I'll be sure to greet the horned statue from here, too. Oh, and thanks, take this. It's money. You can use it for goods and services. It's Robbie's spending allowance for next month, but now it's your spending allowance.
Okay.
Thanks for clearing this whole thing up for me. Right, time to settle the old nerves and get back to work. I like to imagine that she has been sitting there trembling for, how long has it been since we did this? Like weeks?
Yeah.
She hasn't eaten. She's fine. So my personal vote would be double stamina. Because I think health is important, but there's so much to gain by being able to hold on to the glider longer. And, we can just not fight anybody. It's easy. When you have a fight, run away.
Yeah.
You don't have to be there. Hit
agree.
the dusty
Stamina.
trail. Run away. Thanks. We did it. Okay. So, welcome back to Lookout Landing. I don't know if the folks in here have anything to talk about.
I don't think so.
I know that Robbie had told us that eventually we need to go to Akala.
Yeah.
Still don't have anything new. Okay, we all need to probably hear that. There was a group of people who were here earlier that we talked to, and they were off to Death Mountain.
Well, yeah, wasn't one of them a Goron?
Which would make sense, because they're
Yeah.
going to Death Mountain. That's also the direction of Akala, right?
And that's also this marker and this. Because Death Mountain is
Then that's my vote.
here.
Is that Death Mountain? I thought Death
No,
Mountain was
no,
further.
Death Mountain's like here. This is where the Koroks lived.
The forest.
Yeah. So Death Mountain's like here.
Okay. That's my vote then.
Okay, I agree.
My vote is that we head towards...
Green marker.
Is that we head towards Death Mountain. There's a million things to see and do, but also heading towards Death Mountain would be good because we got Tulin.
Mm-hmm.
So there will be another spirit thing, I'm sure, at Death Mountain, and it might be good. Tulin's been pretty helpful. Like, Tulin fights for us, which is nice, but then also Tulin gives the gust, and we do love a good gust.
Sure do. Oh, there's a shrine.
Is that what we had marked? Is that
I believe that is the green marker.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Tulin.
We can probably go back to doing hearts for rewards for a bit.
I think so, too, because we have 2 full wheels right now.
Yeah. So I feel good for a while. And then sometime later when we feel like we aren't getting completely steamrolled by enemies, maybe we'll make the decision to start doing stamina again. Is there a...
Oh,
to
what?
your left?
Enemy tower?
Oh, is that what that is?
There's also that.
Another shrine. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that. Yeah. That's cool. That's already halfway to another heart by doing these 2. which is very, very helpful. Oh, look.
It's the skull things. But it's like taller than they were in the last game.
They've rebuilt. That's ominous.
There's also a cherry tree. Didn't we need a photo for the temple? Not temple. The horse stable?
Yes. Good work. Now to hopefully not, like, accidentally delete that or anything. Yamio Shrine!
I'm here.
You did it. You made it. You've accomplished it. It's probably going to be something easy because it's right next to Lookout Landing.
Yes.
And most players are probably just going to do a bunch of these, what they can see from Lookout Landing. Combat training, throwing. Again? Oh, this one's not about throwing spears. This one is about throwing items. Okay. Because they didn't teach us that until we went into the depths.
Mm-hmm. Heed my instruction.
Throw peppers at this robot.
Throw the material.
Okay. So these must be little fire bombs. Your other attacks are ineffective. Don't even try. Don't even try to get out your bow. Thanks for all the fire fruit. Oh my god. That's rude. We have yellow hearts, man. These are special.
Okay.
Taking our yellow hearts. Fire fruit. Gotta get a little closer.
Yeah.
Got him. Well done.
Okay.
We did it. Now, a moving target. Oh, he moving.
That's it.
Sometimes you just have to throw a fruit at the robot. And sometimes you are given a whole mess of contraptions and platforms, and they're like, well...
Do it.
Do it! I'm like, but what do you want us to do? Well, do it! Come on! It's interesting. Some shrines are 1 minute, and some shrines are like 20. It's fine. And then sometimes they give you a shape.
I love shapes.
I don't love shapes. By the blessing. Good. Puts us back at 1. So you're going to run to the other shrine and do that one while you're here?
That shrine was far, wasn't it?
Was it?
It was like up.
But it's
up.
On the way to
I could go get the clothing item.
Yeah, you can. You also might be able to go to air.
See, that's where it is.
Like
it's
go,
up.
like look at an up. Oh, there ain't nothing there.
No, I think I should go to X.
I can't. Yeah, do that. Was that the cave?
I bet it is the cave.
That's probably the cave.
I need you to be
Powerful outfit.
something I can see easier on the map.
Yeah, it's the cave. But that's cool. The cave is cool. Cave is good. What's this over
There's
here?
a shrine.
Is that a different shrine?
Oh, we marked that one already.
That's the same shrine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same shrine. Sab. Oh, you are quite the handsome Vo, aren't you? To me, then, such a romantic place. Could you be the Vo I was destined to fall in love with? No, I can tell just from the look on your face. You did not come here in search for your one true love. That's too bad. Still, in a place as magical as this, I really do believe I will finally meet the handsome Vo of my dreams. But until then, let me tell you a rumor I heard about cherry blossom trees. Apparently, there is a strange creature called a satori that is sometimes seen near such trees. I've never seen it myself, but I really want to. I also heard that the Satori likes fruit. I guess I should have brought some kind of fruit with me, huh?
They did say something about offering.
Put carrot in whole.
Alright, do we have any fruit, or did I use up all my apples?
Is a carrot a fruit?
This is a fruit. This is a fruit. This is a fruit.
The splash fruit has fruit in the name. There's no more fruit than that. The Sartori is the thing that we saw in the first game that was up in the special mountains.
Yes.
Yeah, that thing.
It lit up all the cherry trees, I bet. Maybe? No, that's where that cave is.
Maybe it shows where the outfits are or something. What the crap? You could mark them, but it's pointless if we don't know
Some of them
what...
are hard to, like, even see, though. Like, because, like, I'd be marking it from the air.
What is this?
I think I should go to this one.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm trying to think of, like, what the thing in common is. And, like, we know that there's an outfit in this one.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe it's outfits? Or maybe it's just, like, grand treasure of some sort? Gus. You did it. Skip to that river.
Thanks. Look, it's your friend, but Fire Friend.
I don't love Fire Friend.
No, you don't.
I don't love Fire Friend. Me and Fire Friend don't get along very well. Although maybe I get along better with Fire Friend than I do with Thunder Friend. It's hard to say for sure. You got that little fella.
I did.
Are these breakable? Oh, I guess those are. We're gonna have to get a new thing.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get a new thing.
There's one right here. Do you have a spare weapon? You could attach it to the 14 sword if you want. We've got swords and stuff that are already better than that. Ah! Luminous stone. Neat.
Discovery.
Discovery! Krenel Hills Cave. Hyrule Field.
Oh, it has the arrows.
Amber. Hardy Truffle. Bright Cap.
Just seeing what there is to see before I jump. There's a shrine in here, too.
Interesting, but also very good.
Oh!
Oh, you're on a friend. That's a friend right there. You probably possess the abilities necessary to defeat a Stone Talus.
You think so?
It's mostly about being careful.
Yes.
Oh god. Oh, you don't have any stamina. Oh, that's a bad. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I wanted to get on top of him. I should have stayed, but I panicked.
Tulin, shooting arrows at its face. That's what'll do it, buddy. You got it. He's gonna hit you with a rock. It's gonna hurt like hell. Yep. Ah, tomato. I believe that you can do this.
Uh-huh.
Here's my recommendation.
Yes.
Let's think back to how we defeated these in the first game.
You have to climb on top of them, and you have to hit
and
the
you
stone
have to
on
hit
their
the
back.
thing. Yeah, but you could also sneak up. Like trying to get on top of it would be good.
You can ascend through them.
Like from his taint. Like I don't know that that's the safest thing to do. Oh my god, you did get the option there. You're going to, So the answer is yes, you can. You're going to die. Oh my... That's some fan art. Okay, the other thing I would try, that I would suggest is like, from a distance, maybe a bomb arrow. Might be a worthwhile investment. Oh god. Oh boy.
Let me just get a little bit back. And then,
If it's by fuse attack power, it should be near the front because it's a bomb. Or just sort it. Sort it so it'll be like by most use. Yeah, there it is. You should also probably swap to a different bow. Yeah, because if you do the 30 bow, you'll at least get additional damage on it. You know, just don't miss.
Like that? I need to get behind him.
You know, maybe...
What? What, Steven?
You should eat something else. He's going to one-shot you again, so we don't keep eating through our fairies. You should get at least that extra heart up.
Did that do any damage?
It did a slight damage. He fell. He fell. He's only down for a second.
Yeah. I think I liked my strategy of, uppies through him.
Because,
like, I got him, like, a third of the health down.
You also got whacked and lost a fairy, so, like, I feel like that strategy is insane, but you are welcome to do it. Thank God for tomatoes! Again, you need to heal further. He can do enough damage to kill you
we have a
there.
lot of these.
So, like, yeah. I wish you luck. Through the chest. Ugh. Can you recall an enemy?
Good question.
Because in the first game, we froze them. You time freezes, so you have to, like, see them.
No.
The answer is no. Well, that would have been helpful. That would have been helpful and good. Oh, you're still doing your thing.
What?
He's down right now. Can you just climb him? That seems to be better than... He's gonna kick you. Oh my god. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, you're doing it.
I am, slowly. What's this?
A luminous stone. Brilliant.
I'm just gonna sneak up on him from the back.
Yeah, we definitely want a heart next time. Definitely want to get a heart. You snuck up on him. He doesn't know you're there.
I'm on him.
%. You should heal that quarter, because that's how much damage he... You said 1 second, and I was like, that part makes me nervous. I would heal immediately.
Run around this, play Ring Around the Rosie.
on his little butt. You're 3/4 of the way down. Gotta keep eating them tiny shrooms. Tiny shroom.
No, I'm getting around this thing first.
Honest to God, that's gonna get you killed. You really should tiny shroom first. Because if he hits you while you're running, you will lose a fairy. You should really tiny shroom first. I'm telling you this as your friend.
Okay.
It would be better. Oh, Lord. Well, we had food.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's when he gets his hands back. Okay. Julian, shooting his body isn't gonna help.
Oh, you really giving him a special massage down there.
Where is he? Am I on him?
Oh my god. 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 Like, at that point, you probably should just uppies. Please end my suffering. I don't know if my heart can take much more of this. Oh, thank God. Nope. What is that big thing? It's a heart. It's his heart. You killed him, and he left a little heart. And now you can put it on the wall or something.
What do I do? Do I
See if you can
hit?
destroy it. Can you destroy it? Nope. Maybe it's just like a fun thing.
Can I fuse it to a weapon?
Oh, that is smart. Unfuse the rock from your sword, maybe, and put it on that. Or get a different one, or whatever.
Well, there was a thing right here.
A what?
A traveler's spear.
A terrible spear. It seems like it will make a very good weapon, so you may be incentivized to put, like, a really good something on it. Oh my god! You should still put a rock on the spear so we have another thing, but, like, that's a good sword now. Wow. Wowie. Okay, we need to take a break. You played a lot.
Uh-huh.
Woo! Woo 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 woo! Woo 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 woo! Woo woo woo! Woo woo! Woo 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 woo! Woo! So anyway,
Thanks, Dan.
I mean, you did it. We did lose a few fairies and some food, but like we can get those back, and now we have a cool weapon. Good work. We had 20 months from Umami Meow, 9 months from the Grackle Peck. I can read. 300 Bits from Reed says, if it's called a Thunder Gleeok, then it's obviously an electric-type Pokemon. Just don't bother on it. That will take care of the problem. My solution to seeing that monster is to go, nah, forever.
Nah, you'll get it at some point.
By the end of Breath of the Wild, like, I felt very competent dealing with...
Yeah, you were going after Lionel's and
just taking them out. Yeah. So we'll get there, but currently we are not there yet. Reed gifted a sub also to Holes. Love Holes. I need to... we're going to do one more episode. I need to pee real quick. And then there's 6 arts in the queue. And then we'll do one more thing. Give me a sec.
bye. Kepler is very concerned. Night Owl gifted a sub to Hydra Pika. Thank you. And Bella Bunny gifted a sub to Taint Misbehaving. I am, like, tension from that. Tension. But it's okay. I only used one fairy and I didn't die. It's great. I am tension. Yeah. I may go lay in the beanbag after stream. Because, like, I don't know. I lay in the beanbag and it is, like, really supportive. So, like, I can relax. Very comfortable. Thank you, Tiger. Says you did really well for your first Talus fight. Thank you. It was, stressful. But it was fun. Like, the Talus was one I remember doing in Breath of the Wild, where I stood up on a hill and just hit it, I think. Nope, that was the big guy with the one eyeball. I just sniped him, that's what I did. That was like my first boss fight from Breath of the Wild, the Hinox. And this one was for this game. That was great. Nat comments says, I love that you used uppies with the Talus. I did that almost all the time. I was like, surely you can go uppies through this. And you could. You could do uppies. You give him a colonoscopy. Yeah, you gotta see. It's not a pleasant image. No, it is not. Definitely unpleasant. Oh, he screamed. Meow! He screamed.
He's very good at that. He's an expert. He's been training his entire life. With 3 bits from Grandson Brent says, using Ascend is the best way to fight Stone Talus' IMO, or maybe the most fun. Hashtag trust Mal. I drank all this. It's certainly a way. You gotta get real up close and personal.
I didn't die.
It's true. It's true. You didn't die, and that's the most important part. Mm-hmm. Good work. Wait 4 months from Maui Jam. Thank you. We have 6 arts. Mm-hmm. Let's take a look at these arts. When Steven uses a fairy. Generally, if a fairy has come out of my body, it means that there is trouble, and I am afraid.
That was the expression I felt myself making.
That's just my expression at all times. It's just alarm. If I am dying, I'm alarmed. If Mao is dying, I'm alarmed. This is great. First-time drivers need their student driver axe. I love that. And in case of emergency, you know, you've got the axe there. Sorry, new driver. Oh, it's a Korok? Never mind, not sorry. I love it. I love it. The hammer that seals the darkness. Cheese hammer. That's wonderful. That is super, super wonderful. We did have a cheese hammer at some point.
We do.
It got destroyed quickly.
Oh, in the game.
In the game. In the game. Sometimes when you're starting out driving, you run over a lot of people, and that's how you learn. It's fine. Sometimes you just set the entire thing on fire. Mm-hmm. And that's what you do. That's just what you do. No, that's working. Okay, good. Message removed for spoilers. 300 bits from Tiger Tiger. Think. Is there a train?
There's a train.
There's a train. All right, let's do some cooking. I told you there'd be another episode. There will. Let's do some cooking for Link Mountaineer. Heavy cream. A crab.
Crab Rangoon.
Shaving kit is clever. Mm-hmm. I like shaving kit. That's not how I would shave, but you could if you were real brave. Really brave. Link Mountaineer, thank you. Sure. Let's just embrace this train. I promised one more episode, so we will do it regardless of train length. So let's do it. 5 gift subs from Caitlin Lux. Hey, thank you to Fur 1001, Grugs Pro, SL Pikachu, Jonathan VT, and Omega 00024. Caitlin, thank you. Level 2 high P train complete. Let's move on to level 3. Reed also gifted him 5 subs. Thank you, Reed. 2 Cool Trainer Ian, Kashim Tenchi, Super X 762, Mr. Driper, and T Pizzazz. Or T Pizza Z.
Now I really want Crab Rangoon.
I want pizza. Reed, thank you.
Can we get Crab Rangoon next week?
Yeah, we can do that. Let's do low cooking for Colin, 4501. If you take a banana, if you add some mayonnaise.
Thomas.
Bananaise.
Mike says, hate this. But the name, though.
Bananaise is definitely a real product. I guarantee you that is a condiment you can squeeze onto something if you feel a certain way about the world. Colin, thank you. We got 300 bits from Screaming Salad Radishes who says, Uppies has been my strategy for beating Stone Taluses for a bit. It does work, but it takes practice. I mean, I can see how it would work. If you approach from behind and they don't hit you, then I guess it could work. I didn't like the first one where you went straight up into the... It's fine. Mr. Viperfang, let's do some cooking, shall we? Beans! I love beans. Oh!
2 bean.
Beans, beans. The musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. This is really clever. Also, it's true. You eat the beans, you'll do a little fart. They call that a flatulence, I think. Mr. Viperfang, thank you. We 300 bits from that comment says, Hype Train? No. Pork Train. There is a lot of pork. Y'all are doing the pork. Let's do some cooking for Squiddle, see what we get. If you start with sushi, that's already a food. Soy sauce, wasabi, and custard. Custard. Dessert sushi. I don't know that I've ever had a dessert sushi.
Fruit, though.
Fruit.
Yeah. That would be good.
What if you put custard on...
Yuzu 5 Boys.
What?
Fruit sushi is a thing.
Like, tamago...
Is egg.
And that's kind of like dessert.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got. I don't know anything else about dessert sushi. Squiddle, thank you. Let's do some cooking for Radio Dread. Oh, that's not... Oh. Cactus and chopsticks. It's like playing Operation backwards with your mouth. Oh. Don't eat needles. This has been a wonderful PSA from Stephen and Mal. Don't eat needles. I know you were thinking about it. You're like, what am I going to do this weekend? I don't have anything going on. Maybe I'll sit around and eat needles. Actually, don't. It's a bad idea. You can always come back to our Twitch channel for good advice. Radio Dread, thank you. We get 100 bits from the Legend of Daniel. Appreciate it. Let's do some cooking for Link Mountaineer. It's true, you can eat cactus if you remove the needles. Bread, ham, cheese. This is a sandwich. Energy powder. Oh, that's a twist. Oh, this is a little different than I thought we were going.
Cute.
That's pretty cute, actually. I like that. I like that. That's a skip sandwich. It's fun seeing someone discover the skip sandwich for the first time. They eat it to recover health, and then they start moving around. They're like, what? It's always a good time. I like that. Link Mountaineer, thank you. We got 300 bits from that comment says, or is it a pear train? Well, I guess it's both. You can't have pork without pears. That's how it works. Let's do some cooking for D. Bradwell. A spoon. 2 spoons. 3 spoons. 4 spoons. It's spoons. It's nothing but spoons.
Spoons.
When all you need is a knife.
It's like 10,000 spoons.
See, I thought that's where I thought we were going. Swishy Head says, more spoons than I have. That's what I would say. I was like, that's the maximum amount of spoons. No more spoons than that. D. Bradwell, thank you. We had 300 bits from DC Racer. Says, clown train? Pork. Clowns. Clowns eating pork. Heaven on earth. Let's do some cooking for Tiger. Thomas said some good cooking coming up. I believe Thomas. Bread. Cane sugar. Goat butter. Fresh milk. Cinnamon.
French toast.
That is French toast.
Needs egg.
A cinnamon roll. Yeah, it is also that. Oh my god. We haven't even bought donuts and I already want a cinnamon roll. It's been so long since I've been in a airport food court and purchased an extremely overpriced Cinnabon cinnamon roll. Mm-hmm. But there is something that is definitive of travel that involves that experience specifically. Like, you're not traveling until you've done that. And you're like, this is too expensive, but I've been in layovers all day and I'm tired and I'm on the verge of tears and I deserve this. And that's fine. Tiger, thank you. We got 300 from Swishy Head. Says, me on Monday. Time to wake up early and get my blood work done. Also me. Falls down the stairs. In other news, I learned I'm iron deficient. I don't like that you fell down the stairs.
That sounds a little like my Monday.
Yes. You didn't fall down the stairs, though.
But I almost fell to the ground.
Mal had blood work on Monday, and the entire day was gone.
Yeah.
The entire day.
Uh-huh.
Mal, like, I knew that it's going to be a bad thing, right? It's going to be like, Mal's going to nearly faint. And she did. But she didn't faint. And then we got her up and moving out of the doctor's office, and she was okay, and we had lunch, and then she got home, and she's just, like, completely, like, out of it, like, the entire day.
I'm still bruised.
And it wasn't until the next day that she felt better. And I was like, oh, that was a lot. But you didn't fall down the stairs.
No.
Could have been worse. Sorry to hear that you fell down the stairs, because that sucks. 300 from Reed says, let's play Alert Roulette. Clown Bear, Yak Pork, Honk, M&M Pear. I do love a good roulette. 500 from Gamer Girl Life says, my mental health isn't doing great, but I have an appointment to see a therapist next week. Can I get some good vibes and hugs? Yes.
Good vibes.
Good vibes.
Getting a therapist is a big step. It is a difficult step to make if you've never done it before.
It's also worth taking a moment to give yourself a pat on the back for taking that step.
Yeah.
Getting started on anything is the hardest part, especially for something like mental health. But the fact that you did that is huge. So be sure to celebrate yourself in some way for doing that. We got 300 bits from Omega the Kid says, I suppose we should probably add that Portalis to this week's kill count, huh? It's dead! We also had 141 bits from Kaylin Lux. Appreciate it. And let's do some cooking for Caruso. Diamond. Sapphire. Ruby. I was about to say Pokemon games. Topaz. Flint. Goron granola. This is cute. A very expensive granola.
Yeah.
Although, if you've ever walked through your grocery aisle, there's like some real fancy granolas that are like at an end cap. And I'll never go to that section, but sometimes I walk past and I look and I'm like, this is very nice granola. Like a tiny bag is like $15 or something. And you're like, what's in this? Maybe diamonds are in them. Crusoe, thank you. We also got 1,000 bits from Decoy Troy to do a little cooking. Andy says, I am too broke to eat granola. Flatbread. Tortilbo. Flatbread. Tortilbo. Flatbread. Gluten sandwich. Double-decker Tortilbo sandwich. I would eat that. I would do that. I'm not below that at all. Well, everyone knows that. I put 7 pieces of cheese on a grilled cheese. Yeah. I'm not below anything. I'll do it. It's fine. Decoy Troy, thank you. Okay, and we finished up our little mini high P train. So let's jump into our final session for the evening. Running just a little bit long, but that's okay. Let's pause the music. OBS did it I don't know if it's an OBS problem or a Windows problem, but we stopped hearing the music, but I saw that y'all could still hear it, and I'm like, okay, they can hear it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
To do one more session? It's true. Are you ready? To find an outfit? That's what I'm ready for, is the outfit. Super ready for the outfit. Okay.
There's also a shrine here.
So, yeah, there's a shrine here, probably in that.
Well, all the arrows are pointing to a thing.
Well, it's probably not the shrine, maybe. I don't know. Oh, also, let me just do this. Am I too close?
Maybe.
Presents! Presents! Look at all these presents. Is that a hole?
It is a hole.
Me squinting from afar. Are you a hole?
Palm flowers. It's nice they gave you one after we lost it.
This is the treasure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, give me that outfit. Barbarian armor. Armor once favored by an ancient warlike tribe from the Farron region. The war paint bolsters your fighting spirit and raises your attack power. We love to see that.
The palm flower in the back.
That's better than this, which is glow. I would rather have attack.
I'll miss glow.
Glow is great, but we do a fight in this video game. In this game, we do a fight. It's just how it works. Some more gemstones to hopefully sell. Okay. So we got the thing, which is good. There's a lot of luminous stone deposits here, which is great in case we ever need luminous stone. Also flint. Because once you start doing the outfit upgrades...
Yes.
That's when they're like, oh, hey, you need whatever.
You could just blow it up in one go.
It's true. It's true. Sure.
Let's not blow it up all in one go.
I actually don't think this goes anywhere.
I don't think so either.
So the arrows point to what?
The center up? Or that?
The shrine is... Like, that could be a hole?
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of wondering if Can I uppies?
No.
It's too far away, right?
Yeah.
So there is a shrine here. I was thinking that, like, what if the shrine was, like, in the center
What's to the right?
up?
Oh, it's just a pile of that.
Oh,
Oh, get that guy.
This guy's here also.
See it.
Give me your bubble gem. Thanks. We have 11 of these mysterious things that we don't really fully understand.
I don't think this is anything either.
The thing that's confusing about... Like, it's this way? It's here? But I can't... Oh, the things are still illuminated.
Oh.
I don't know what that's about. Let me just pop out. I didn't see anything else. Is the shrine this way? I think the shrine is this way. I have no idea where we're going.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Very well hidden. Wait, what was this?
A pine cone.
Thank God for a pine... I might need a pine cone, Mallory. This is a shrine. I might need to make a fire. Wasn't there another shrine also behind us?
Yeah, the one I marked. It's like that island right there.
Okay, yeah. All right. Jump the gaps. Oh my God! Okay, so I get it now. I get why you would put a spring on a shield. It's one-time use. Mm-hmm. That's so much fun. That's so cool. I love.
Oh, you're
right.
gonna love this.
All right, so what? Jump the gaps is what it's called. Jump the gaps. So what? There's this. This is gonna be a ball. Let me select something I don't want to destroy necessarily. Sure. So you give me a ball. Okay, so I just have to make a ramp. I love ramp. Yeah. This is exactly it.
The ball comes pretty fast. I wouldn't stand in its way.
Fine, I'm fine. I've played with balls before. I won.
Do
I
it
did
again,
it.
but harder.
Do it again, but harder. Listen, I decide what I want, and I decide that I want this to come
Okay.
with me. I'm glad I did. Grab the thing. Alright. That looks safe. Just doing a little skip. What I get? It's a good shield. A shield used by Zonai made of Zonai that is moderately durable and lowers the energy consumption of an attached Zonai device. So that actually would be a really good one to put the flame emitter shield thing on, except for the fact that it's such a good shield in and of itself. This, I don't like this anymore. But don't step on it, because it'll hurt. Okay. Okay, let's see here. So what happens here? Comes down the chute. So I gotta make my own
Yeah.
fun.
As always.
As always, I must make my own fun. So there's a few different ways that you could do this that I'm thinking about. Like, you could do... So what you need to do, ultimately, is you need to do, like... Oh, God. That's a big incline. That feels like too big of an incline. Like, I do not feel like this will work. And yet, maybe.
Try it.
Sorry, he's a little drunk. Yeah, okay. So instead, how can we make it like a lower thing? Like, if I want to change the angle, but it only moves in little bits, how do I make it where it's not so big? Because I need to do a half angle.
Mm-hmm. You do.
How does one do a half angle?
I have an idea.
I have an idea too. I need this. Give me this. Or not. Give me this. Perfect. Okay, well, this could be better, but it's fine. Just move this crap out of my way.
I thought you were gonna eat it, and I was like, you might want that.
I hate this thing! Oh god, the ball. It wants its ball back! Oh no! Okay.
Don't we?
I can't chuck it that far.
No.
Man. Okay. Alright, fine. Fine. Fine, game. Wait a minute. Actually, hold on. If I do this. I do this, right? Now. No. Follow along.
I know what you're doing.
I'll do this. And then I'll do this. And I just gotta put this on the ground here. Oh, that will create a wall. Oh, I've got this figured out. I know what to do. I'm not saying that this is like the best way of doing this, but this is how my brain came up with a solution. So what I'm gonna do, I don't want it all to fall apart. I want to just give me that one piece. But it won't do that if I unstick. It'll all fall apart, won't it?
Uh-huh. And you need to get the ball off.
Oh no, it only took that one piece. Okay, that's what I wanted. Alright, so now I'm gonna do this. Take that, game! You think you're so smart? Stupid game, I figured you out. I made whatever the hell this is. Oh, wait. Oh, that looked so good in my head. It's not high enough. Oh, no. ready to hear your idea. What was your idea?
You can do like this with those two. Like the shorter one is the support. Put them like this. Like, you see how it's in the middle right now? You move it up.
Like that?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah.
What's the other one for?
You took that from the last room.
Oh! I kept thinking, how do I incorporate this other one? But now I'm realizing that I'm not supposed to have that. Maybe I should stop taking things from other rooms.
I mean, sometimes you need them.
That was it.
Let me in.
Shapes are hard. Just give me my blessing. Just give me the bless. Just give it to me. I did my best.
Two.
May the light of... Shut up! My first thought was like, I'll attach a rocket to this ball, but I can't use the Zonai devices in there. But I want to. I just want to attach rockets to things. Okay. Where?
There's an enemy.
This is your problem.
So we're here, and we're headed, like, this direction.
You should just grab that other shrine.
You think so?
Yeah. I don't think you're that far from it.
You know what? Just turn into green.
I would just do it while we're over here. Because we're so close to being able to get, like, another heart, and another heart is good. We like heart. Those blue things are still illuminated, and I do not know what is up with that. I think they're slowly going away.
Well, there's my shrine, and that's where they are.
You can go over there, I guess, if you really wanted to. Just gust it. Gust it, baby! I wonder if we could upgrade Tulin so he lets us gust faster. Oh, there's another shrine! Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Tulin! Oh, good work. It's time to find out what on earth all this is. Because something important is happening here.
It's another cave. Do you think it's the location of the bubble gems?
Yes. Yeah, I bet you anything. Because that thing looks similar. So I bet that's what it is.
Oh, that's what's that. Hey.
I've almost figured it out. Just a bit more brainstorming and
You got this, Dak. That treasure's as good as ours.
Hang on a sec, Prisson. Hey, you. We're having a private conversation here.
And I'm standing right between you. Huh? What are you... How long have you been there? We found that chest first. It's ours. I mean, it's in a bottomless bog of certain doom with no place to put your feet, so you probably can't get to it anyway. But any hidden treasure that's maybe, certainly, definitely in there is ours. Oh, it's all bubbling.
Prisson, cut it out.
Sorry, Dak. It just slipped out.
Yeesh, I need to think about how to get that treasure, so do your job and keep watch. Got it? As you can see, we're working here, so buzz off.
See, it's all bubbly, so we
What?
can't go in it. We will die. You can't just swim to it.
You can just glide over there to that thing and then pull the thing down with Ultra Hand to get it and leave. You'll be fine. First try. The worst thing that could happen is that you die. And you got your life for free. Now just put it onto... Just dunk it. Put it,
How do I get out of here?
You'll be fine. Yeah, can you sit it safely there? Put her down. Alright. Now all you gotta do is figure out how to get over there.
Okay.
Any ideas? Yeah. Well, no, that's gonna fall straight in the water.
Shoot.
Like, yeah, you're gonna have to.
Oh, star.
I guess it would have made sense to have made the rocket shield first.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can probably do it somehow. There's probably a way to do it.
To what? Hop over there?
Can you ultra hand any of this stuff? Is this any of this stuff ultra handable? Is any of this stuff ultra handy? No. Okay. So, gust and then jump and try and use your thing quick. Done. Easy. Easy game. Oh my god. That would have been a very sad way to die. Your treasure now. Bomb flowers. Now go tell those guys that you took their treasure. He took it. I've almost got it. Almost. Maybe we can get the treasure chest if we... Huh? Hey, Prison, where'd the treasure go?
The treasure? Oh, that guy took it.
What? Weren't you keeping watch?
I was keeping watch. That guy took it. I was watching him the whole time.
You gotta tell me these things. Keeping watch means you have to do more than just watch. Ah, well, can't get them all. No use crying about it. You know, you're pretty good. Almost as good as us at hunting treasure.
Huh? You're a treasure hunter too? Are you also going after Misako's treasure?
Prison, hush. Sorry, just ignore him. Misako's treasure? So much for the just ignore him bit. There's no way you're also a treasure hunter if you don't know about Misko's treasure, so we can tell you a little. I like how we're wearing it. Misko was one of the greatest bandits Hyrule ever saw, and not just a bandit. They were also a fashionista. Rumor has it Misko's renowned clothing collection is hidden somewhere in Hyrule.
We think the clothes are hidden in caves that appeared during the upheaval. Like up ahead in Elden region. You couldn't really explore back when Death Mountain was erupting. But now everything's cooled down and the place is all rocky and rugged. There are probably tons of secret caves, perfect for hiding treasure.
Prison, what are you doing? Oops, definitely forget he said anything. There is a very spooky cave up ahead.
Spooky cave.
That's a pretty spooky cave.
Spooky cave.
You could mark it with like a monster icon, maybe. Spooky Cave. From the makers of Normal Cave comes Spooky Cave variant.
Edit pin to,
Spooky Cave.
Spooky Cave. This was a shrine.
That is a shrine. But
And
you were on your way to the
green
green
shrine.
One. Yeah. On my way to the green shrine. I'm so glad that we can put springs on shields. Springs on shields. You can shred this if you want. You got a better shield for shredding, though.
What?
You have a better shield for shredding. If you want to zoom on down there.
How do I do again? Like that?
Nope. Nope, that's not it. You have to shield. While you're shielding, you press A while jumping. There you go.
I'll remember one day.
You definitely won't. I do not believe that you ever will. But I'm always willing to tell you. And that's what marriage is about. Oh, look at the guys.
The guys.
Look at the little guys. you might get one. Nope.
Oh, the bat.
There's just skeletons everywhere.
It's nighttime. They come out
I
at
feel
nighttime.
like this land would be hard to sell. Like, the real estate value on this must be very low. Because I don't think that I would want to own a home where they're like, yeah, it's a beautiful location. It's right next to a body of water. Skeletons do come out every night. And they have weapons.
Sapapa Shrine.
They have weapons. They are very hostile, aggressive. They will assault you and your family and possibly burn your home to the ground.
Yeah, at least I'd be able to get a house.
But the location is great. Yeah. In this economy, the only houses that we'd be able to afford are the ones that have burial grounds
Backtrack.
where
Do
skeletons
you think
come
this is
up.
a recall shrine?
I bet this one involves a recall, yeah. How could this happen to me? Made my mistakes. Nowhere to run. Life goes on. I'm rewinding time. Okay. A torch. So you must light those things. This is an interesting
thinking.
one. This is a very... Well, it's not that that won't work. As someone that, like, because we don't know anything about Recall, this is the one shrine where I am really invested in, like, trying to see what the game has to teach us. Because, like, we don't know anything about Recall. We haven't used it really the whole game. So I'm kind of, like, a little interested in learning.
Okay.
Are you?
A little. It wants us to take this over here and probably light that torch from these, go over there, light that, and then recall this back to take it all the way back. To take the lit torch back.
What happens when you light the stuff on the wall?
The treasure chest is going to drop.
Get bonked. Got bonked. Strong bow. Not really anymore. That bow weak now.
So, see, it wants us to grab that torch over there, ride it this way so we can light the torch, and then hop on this with recall so it takes us back with a lit torch to light those two torches. Because I flame emitter shielded them. So then I could have lit these. That's what it wanted us to do.
I'm glad you solved it so quickly.
Thanks.
When you walked into the room, my assumption was that we would have to fire an arrow across the room through the torches.
What does this do? That gate.
That
Okay.
opens a gate. Oh, I understand how to do this one.
Yeah, now we're gonna go do this. And set it here.
Which opens the other gate.
Can I recall from that far, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
The recall distance is further than the normal stuff. There may not even be a distance limit, to be honest.
I need to see a little bit better.
Recall is very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Neat. That's just very cool, man. No matter how you slice that, that's just a very neat ability. It's a very, very neat ability. I wish it worked on enemies. Because in the first game, you had the ability to, like, stop time. And it worked on enemies, and that was very neat. And I used that a lot. So, I don't know if we'll get some sort of upgrade to something at some point to do that. But that would be fun. So that was 3?
Yeah, that was
shrines?
3.
3 shrines. And now it's raining.
So this is a shrine.
Yeah, you can like head that direction
Well, I'm
if
gonna
you
start here. It's faster. It's closer.
Okay. I was gonna say you could travel the road.
I coulda. I'm not.
I know that. You very much had a.
Because this is a mountain. I can just kind of glide down a little bit.
It's raining and you can't climb. Why are you allowed to climb? Okay, there it goes. You're like, I can just climb. I'm like, incorrect. Not today, Link. You are slippery. Where is it that you're going?
There.
Where's that?
It's a stable.
That's just another stable that we've never been to?
And there's a shrine. And there's a fairy. Right above me. See? It's purple.
Oh my god, another one?
Yeah.
We found a bunch of them.
See the shrine above me?
Yeah. Shrine of light nearby. I love that for us. That's already enough to get another heart, which we could use because the taluses keep crushing our skulls. And I hate that.
Ground.
Wonderful. However...
Wait, wasn't Woodland one that someone said something about Woodland?
Wasn't this where the flute player was nearby?
Maybe. Yeah, they'd gone here and then didn't come back from Woodland.
Well, we're out of time.
Okay.
So we'll have to save it till next time. You want to go ahead and save?
Oop.
You did it. You've done it! You've done it.
Don't forget we have Hero's Path.
Let's do it right now before I forget, because I will forget. I will definitely forget. Okay. Let's see.
X.
Hero's Path. Back. We have to go back.
We started at a shrine. Central-ish Hyrule.
We were... where were we?
A little bit further back. That's the one I did. We were at the horse stable.
Here.
Yes.
This is where we started.
Yes. That's where we started.
This is where we started.
Yes.
All right. Now... play.
I had to switch for the Korok, and then I brought him home.
We don't have this region, so it's just kind of a mystery.
Yeah.
Then we left the horse, and we'll see the horse at some point. I don't know. Did a shrine. Warped back into the air. Flew down. Did that stuff. Did another shrine. Hopper Pond. I bet there's frogs that live there.
There were hands. They chased me.
Don't like Handy Pond. Another shrine. Did quite a few shrines.
Mm-hmm.
We peeked our head into the Colosseum ruins, right?
Yeah, we get there.
It takes us a little bit. We saw quite a few stables. There's a lot of stables in the game. I feel like there's more than last time. I'm not sure.
And this is where you kept trying to climb.
With the car.
Yeah.
We had the car. And then we peeked into the ruins, and I was like, nah, never that. You warped to Lookout Landing. Made your way to this shrine.
Cave. Cave.
Lots of cave.
That was the Talus.
Ah, okay, that was the Talus. Got a shrine. Give it a sec. And then, over here, where we did the treasure chest, then a shrine, then warped over here, and that's where we are. Yeah, it's there's so much we have not done.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much. Okay. Let's There we go. Hi, everybody. Let me see if I can do something quick. If I do this... There we go.
Okay.
Thought that would solve the problem. Why are we typing gangly himbo energy? Too bad you didn't see the void. Gangly himbo energy? Haley is spicy today. It's Haley's fault. Himbo is good though, right? Jules taught me this once. Himbo is like a good thing, I think. Or is it bad? It can be, sure. Yeah. Himbo is not bad. Okay, well that's kind of like a compliment. Thank you, Haley. Gangly is certainly a choice word. We had 48 months from Daniel Bonin. Congrats on the 4. We also have 4 art in the queue. Take a look at these art. Let me put this up on the TV for us. No thanks.
I thought it was obvious.
They're not the Skyrim horses. Oh yeah, Hanson. We called him Hanson. That might be where Hanson is.
Disgusting, distinguished.
What a distinguished gentleman. POV.
But you didn't die.
You didn't die. Probably should have taken a photo of that. We're trying to take photos of the
There'll
monsters.
be more. You can.
There
fight
will
it.
be more. There will be more. Himbo is an attractive but unintelligent man. Like, I don't know how to feel about that. I'm flattered. I'm flattered. Thank you, Haley. But also,
What are you doing, Kepler?
I feel like I got at least 3 brain cells. If Kepler has 1, then I think I have 3. You know what? 4. I have 4. I think I get 4. Maybe I share with Kepler. It's true. I think I do. You're good. He's good. 300 from Humbology. It says, Games Done Quick just hosted a Tears of the Kingdom and 8% speedrun for their charity event. The competition time was just over an hour.
Wow.
That's longer than it takes us. Haley said, usually I don't watch you play, but I did this time. Mal is so far ahead of you on shrines.
Thanks, Haley. Chess says everyone has their strengths.
I mean, Mallory can do a shrine, and I can make a motorcycle,
Yeah.
right?
Gold star. Right, Kepi? He gets the gold star.
I can make a motorcycle. So we all have our strengths. We all have our strengths. 43 months from Core K0017. Thank
Everyone
you.
says you're better in combat, which is true.
Well, that's easy. that's. And I can shred.
You can.
I can shred.
I forget
Mal
every
doesn't.
time.
Mal doesn't know which button A is, and that
Well, you say A, and it should be the bottom center one. I know it's B, but I want it to be A. When you say A, that's my first thought is that button.
Did you put more time into Xbox controllers than Nintendo controllers?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, okay. Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. We got
Well, PlayStation most of all.
Well, there ain't no A button on the PlayStation.
I know that.
We got 300 bits from Screaming Salad Radishes, who says, "Don't forget, I have plans, Steven. Plans. I accept your plans, and I await with relative fear of what is to come. Just a small amount of cowardice. It's fine." 500 bits Bella Bunny says, "Steven can shred like Ken can beach. If you know, you know."
This room is Steven's, what is it, Mojo Dojo room?
It's really not. It is very much ours. I appear solo in this room almost never. I mean, you never do.
That
but
one then.
My
The
office,
office.
yeah. Mojo Dojo Casa House.
House. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. Bella, thank you. Hey, did you have fun tonight? I had fun tonight. Mm-hmm. And I sincerely hope that you also had fun tonight. I had a good time. Let's talk a little bit about what other things you can do. Let me tell you some other things that you could do with your time. Tomorrow, I forget, so I have to look at it. Sorry, I have to look at it.
Meanwhile, Kippy.
Tomorrow on Steven Plays is Code Names.
Ooh, code names.
It's Code Names. The title, Dan titles these, and the title is Feeling Good About Death. Vagabond says, "Oh, is this the best?" I think we did 2.
Yes.
I think we did 2. So this one is good. I don't think this one is the one that was a resounding like, "Oh Jesus, how did this happen?" But it is
Big
good.
yawn.
It is good.
Hi,
There were
Keith.
2 that we recorded. We do dig death positivity. I do like that. So that's tomorrow. Excuse me. There are vlogs scheduled for days because I've done
You've
them
caught
all.
up?
If anyone missed the beginning of the stream, I edited yesterday's vlog. I'm all caught up on vlogs, and that feels good. That feels really good. It's so nice to be able to do one of the other, or many, many things on my list of things to do.
Thank you, Chrysalium. This is Rainbow Snow by Hollow Taco.
Penguin Frog. But what about today's vlog? As soon as I am done living today,
You are allowed to edit today's vlog.
yeah, aka tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's all. Oh, your sale.
Yes, Redbubble has a 30% off sale. It is still going on today.
Yeah, you can visit malmerch.com. There is Redbubble does sales periodically. They don't ever do one that's 30%. That's
normally
huge.
it's 20%.
That's super, super huge.
How long does it last? I am not sure. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer it's on for. You don't need like a special code, but if you want something of Mal's, like definitely look into it soon while the sale's going on, because I don't know how much longer it lasts. Check it out, because that's a really good. It's really good. They don't normally do that. Yeah, Haley says reptile vlog is very, very good though. It is. Definitely check out the reptile vlog. It was fun. I enjoyed going and doing that with you. We'll go to other weird conventions once they show up. We were looking at other things too, because we enjoyed it so much, and it's something that we wouldn't have ever done.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just want to find other just random weird things to do. So we might look into that.
There's an art festival happening soon. I had a Lyft driver tell me about it. I put it on my calendar.
That would be neat.
Yeah, I'm going.
We famously like art.
Yeah.
In this house, we like art. Okay, that's it. Is anyone streaming on the internet?
It's a Friday night.
It's a Friday night, and it's around the time when Twitch streamers wake up, so probably. Oh, there's a lot of people streaming. So many. So many. What? What is that?
That's what he's doing.
Oh, I have mine set to chat only. Let me turn that off. Yeah, sure. Let's do this. This will be fun. Brandon is streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon and his brother are on a train. They're on a train. They're currently on a train. They are streaming from a train. And they're just talking about trains and what they see on the train. So we're going to do that. We're currently in 2009 Facebook quality. It is from a train.
Yeah.
Which you have to give them a little bit of leeway for that. But yeah, go watch Brandon and his brother on a train. I don't know if they're expecting to have hundreds of people show up, but guess what? That's just what happens. Be careful. Hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. Be sure to do something for yourselves. And check out the Codenames episode when you get a chance. I will see y'all on Tuesday for a breakfast stream. Oh, and if you missed the Hades stream yesterday, I'll have it up on the VOD channel soonish. It's worth seeing because I did a good. Bye. Gangly Himbo Energy is our raid message. Sure.
You should tell people that I intended to end in like 2 minutes.
Too late, Brandon.
Well, now you have these people. Listen, I can't solve these problems.
Yeah.
Or just end and send them back. Like, we do that sometimes.
Wow. What's going on, everyone? How's it going, guys? How is everyone tonight? Welcome to the train.
I love the train. Famously. I've never been on a train, other than the one time I was on a train. And the other time I was on a train. I've been on 2 trains. But I haven't actually been on a train. They're different trains.
Shinkansen.
But that's like a special train.
This is my brother.
I've never been on a normal train.
Riding an Amtrak train from Chicago to Seattle.
It's a long train ride. When I say here's the thing. When I'm saying, here's what I'm saying. Did I not use the subway in New York City?
You've used subways all over
Yeah,
the world
but
by now.
that's not. Listen, I haven't been on an Amtrak train,
No, you have not. I
and
have.
that is a train. Subway is a subway. Shinkansen is a Shinkansen. And the little tiny rickety train that took us over to the Grand Canyon is the little tiny rickety train that takes you to the Grand Canyon. None of them are trains. I would like to ride the train. But I've never been on a train. I'd like to get on a train. We get on a train, we sit in the place where the train is, and you eat on the train. And that's what I want to do.
Okay.
That's what I want to do. I want to ride the train. I want to eat while I look out a window of the world which passes me by. That's what I would like to do. It doesn't have to be soon. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. It could be next week, but it doesn't have to be. It could be like sometime in the future, like next year. But I would really like to sit where the train is, inside of the train, not outside, and drink a drink and eat a food while we're on the train.
Yes.
I did that in Japan,
On the Shinkansen.
and that was cool.
Yes.
But the problem with the Shinkansen is that it is in Japan.
Uh-huh.
tell me you drive everywhere without telling me you drive everywhere. This current Steven monologue. I'm just saying that, honestly, I'm quite jealous of the fact that Brandon and his brother are on a train from Chicago to Seattle. That sounds very cool.
Yeah, he sent me photos earlier.
That sounds
It's really cool.
very cool, and I'm actually a little jealous of that fact.
Yeah.
That's all. All right. Anyway. Just want to ride a train. We had 100 bits from Isaac Wilton. Isaac, thank you. I appreciate that. And for everyone who supported tonight, thank you so much. Sincerely appreciate that. I hope that you had a fun time. I had a fun time tonight.
Me too.
It is going to take us more than a year to get through Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody. Check out Codenames tomorrow, and we will see you on Tuesday morning for breakfast stream. Okay, yeah, all right. Fan favorites next week. Sometime. I don't have a date yet, but like sometime next week. We'll talk about it on breakfast stream. Okay, we're good now. All right. Goodbye.